Welcome to Towers of Dreams. This is a D&D 5e Eberron campaign played using Fantasy Grounds. Let's go through and introduce everybody. Trister, who are you and who do you play today?
I am Trista, one of those dudes from a place. I play Mel-Aqat, who is a goblin artificer, and seldom hits things with her very big gun.
A likely story. Orion, who are you and who is your character?
I'm just some random American on the internet. But I play Ebony Riston, a half-elf wild magic sorcerer who has dealings with the Dalkir and is on some sort of dark path now.
Aren't we all? Dimmy, who is you? Who's your character?
I am Vimy. I do a lot of art, a lot more recently. And I play the machine that goes by Tranquility, a shadow monk who is dealing with the quarry. If only we had a Rakshasa in our group.
Only. If only. Jolts, who are you? Who do you play?
I too am representing America, but I'm playing a Warforged necromancer named Creep, bent on the evolution of himself and others around him to achieve perfection.
I'm sure he will someday. Or die trying. And finally, Stone,
Oh, the latter.
who are you? Who do you play?
I'm Stone. I am just a normal guy from Portugal who kind of likes D&D, so he plays at 1 a.m. And I play Emil, a shepherd druid who died defending his town from an ogre.
All of those
No,
things
I
were
flatter.
wrong. All of those
What?
things were wrong. Emil is it? What?
Isn't he shepherd druid? Oh no,
No,
he's a
he's
mystic.
a
God damn it!
mystic.
God damn it! I was thinking of Darkson.
All right, who
Sorry.
do you really play?
I play Stone.
Smartass.
I play God damn it! I play Tosley. I play myself. No, I play Tosley, Gnome Artificer, who's getting a bit too annoying for everyone's taste.
Not just a gnome artificer, but like a dwarf among gnomes. Like he has dwarfism.
A gnome to
He
the
is-
square, to
He
the
is
power.
he is a little gnome.
Look,
Little
to be
person.
fair, you
Yeah.
are our favorite Portuguese man. The only one we know, but our favorite.
That's fair. We're usually joined by Matthew, who is
That's
our
fair.
other Brit, but he appears to be missing. I hope he's okay. Shout out to him for being a cool guy. Man. So, I'm Rick. I stream here at twitch.tv/thekittenhugs. You can also find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Patreon at the same username. If you want to help support the stream, share it with others. Tell people about us. Get them in here to watch and enjoy some of this great role play from my lovely players. Lovely-ish. If you want to support the stream monetarily, you can check the Streamlabs link down below, where you can give money to, like, say, let someone heal, give someone inspiration, or mess with encounters, or get a plot point to have an even deeper interaction with the campaign. Also check out my Patreon, patreon.com/thekittenhugs, where I do homebrew. Shilled. Fully shilled. I think we're good for shilling for now. Till the intermission, probably.
Support Blessing and Wisdom in Nash and Dawn EU. We are server third. We are currently working on Agrama Missing.
Whatever
I'm sorry,
he just
I didn't
said.
understand a fucking
No,
word he
I
just
don't-
said.
luckily, no one understood a single thing that
It's fine.
Stone just
It's
said.
fine.
So last time, the party had finally entered the Great Menectaroon Desert after about 2 months of trekking through the Zendrick Wilderness.
Thank fuck.
They emerged with Urgrest, who led them to a meeting point with the dragon who had tasked him with finding the dragon eggs, which they had done. After several days of travel, they arrived at a small bluff, and after doing a little signal with an extending pole and a red flag, a great blue dragon, whipping behind sandstorms and lightning in her wake, arrived and landed. She praised Urgrest and then demanded the eggs, but had no interest in the wormlings, even offering to crush them so the party wouldn't have to deal with them anymore. Urgrest paid them for their service in gold and gems and left on his own way, since the party was really kind of upset that he would misled them in some way, although they didn't really get into why. I'm sure that'll never come back to bite them in the ass, I'm sure. The party then set off toward the ancient city of Mel-Aqat. It took several days, whereupon they encountered some Thrycreen. They came upon a strange creature who seemed to be undead, but who left as Toshli threw a thunderstone at him and was kind of rude to him. Wow. And but after some time, they finally arrived at the tent city of Mel-Aqat. And as they entered, they were greeted by a strange goblin-like creature who introduced himself as Golab, who had his tongue cut out but spoke in magical whispers via the message spell. And he led them through the tent city to the one inn, tavern, restaurant, the commissary, or well, not commissary, that's another place. The single place where they might get a place to rest for the night within the bounds of this tent city. But as they entered it, they found a large table set just shoulder to shoulder, filled with dwarves or not dwarves. What? Orcs and hobgoblins and goblins, bugbears, ogres, and the blue-skinned, 12-foot-tall ogre magi, Sarian Hrak, which we will now continue. So, you might find yourselves looking into this tent, eyes fixed on Zarian Hrak, whose teeth opens with a devilish smile. Oh, how our fates have crossed again, haven't you? Oh, I recognize you lot.
Who is
He
this?
stands up from the table. Zarian Rock.
The Oni you met in Stormreach.
No, I wasn't there for it.
Oh, so you're in character. My bad. My apologies.
Who is this?
Yes. Do you remember when we went to go get the flaming swords, and there were a couple of ogres and the two-headed creature that tried to ambush us and take the sword?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, they work for him.
Oh.
Don't be stupid.
May I cast mage armor?
Oh, hey, it's nice to meet you.
Sure, yeah.
too.
Do that and roll wild magic for me.
Oh.
Fireball!
You
Fireball!
better-
Fireball!
Oh no!
Oh
Oh no!
Ah,
Oh, that's a perfect timing. I'll be right back.
no! Okay, you know what?
All right. You know, that's fine. So you cast it, and your entire body begins to glow this soft blue as you feel power coursing through you. Damage 1d6. You accidentally click absorb elements.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll remove it.
Nice to see you.
Oh.
too.
Oh, scared? I thought you lot would have gotten a bit stronger in your way through. Did you go through the jungle? Fools not to take decided to take the scenic route.
Yes. Well, we've learned that lesson now.
Not many face me. Not many get confronted by me and manage to learn lessons afterwards. Should count yourselves lucky.
Well, how about we count ourselves as neutral parties to each other?
Yeah, he cranes his head over to look as you can see Patikwi and his lackeys are tying up the axe beak and unloading some supplies, getting out some bedrolls, trying to figure out what to do. It's like, is that all the men you have? Surprised you survived the jungle with that much.
To be fair, we did have a dragon.
Yeah, and as you say
Speaking
that,
of which, where the fuck are the wormlings?
the wormlings are still following you. They're kind of keeping to themselves, but following you, and like everyone's eyeing them, and he sees them like, oh, well, that's a rarity. Bit young, though. I'm sure that they're not that much use.
You'd be surprised how fast they age. How fast they grow.
You'd be surprised at how slow they age. I'm not a fool who doesn't research his potential enemies. Oh, well, men, I think we're done here. We should head out to our own camp. He picks up a big mug and just downs it and slams it down on the table. We'll be ready for another successful excursion into Dadachum's lands soon. I know exactly where that chitin-skinned bastard is, and I'll pop his head off and take that scepter for myself.
Hey guys, I don't actually say anything. I just kind of like tap whoever's next to me, like
Sure, Toshi's next to you. Tap Toshi.
right in the face. Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
What? You want?
I reach around and tap Annika, like, hey.
Well, it sounds like you have quite an adventure planned. I hope we never see each other again.
You're wise to hope that, but fate can be cruel.
I know.
He
Just
motions.
noted.
He motions for his people, and the ogres start standing up. You can hear the wood creaking back into place, and they start marching toward it.
Shit.
The ogres don't even wait for you to step aside. They just start stepping through, and
Yeah, we
Huck and his procession head out of the tent and heading toward the exit of the town. They obviously
I
are
was
not
really
staying in town.
I was really kind of hoping that Hex would have something cool like Hunter's Mark, but nah, no such luck here.
As soon as they exit out, Ebonier lets out a big sigh. Oh, God, that was close.
Who was that?
Bad news.
Right.
Okay.
I think
that
he's the
was,
boss of someone we've pissed off.
That was what did you call it? Was it Oni? What was the word?
Do I know about Oni, Rick?
Roll me a history check, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm good at those.
Are you?
Oh,
They're not Onis. They're ogre mages. They're a relative.
Ogre mages.
They're a relative of ogres who are much more skilled in the ways of magic.
So they're ogres, but they read, Ebony. They're like ogre librarians.
That's pretty good.
No, they're not like ogre librarians. They're totally different from ogre librarians. Ogre librarians help you find books. That thing kills you. That is very, very different.
I mean, all he did was tell us that he did research and gave you information that you didn't know. He said the dragons.
No, I knew what it was. I just didn't know the word for it.
you know,
Featured by me making noise. Sorry.
You told him dragons age fast, and he corrected you. So he gave you information.
Well, it was a threat. I know dragons don't age that quickly. I was trying to.
To be
It doesn't
fair,
matter.
we haven't met him. Matthew, hey!
It's that guy.
There's only one of him though.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Where's his other half?
That's fine.
Where's his better half?
Oh.
You were saying tranquility.
To be fair, me and him haven't seen Zari and Ragt yet, so
Right. Well, that was him, and he's really rather scary.
Oh, no.
And I don't know if we really want to get into a fight with him just yet. Maybe we ambush him. That might be equivalent. But I don't want to straight out drop down fight.
He's got a lot of support with him.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I have some tricks, so it'll be fine.
No offense, I've seen your tricks, but I like. You remember the boat? Because this is the boat. That would be the boat. That would be
This
the boat.
is the boat
but
all over
worse.
again. Look, I've already lost 2 fingers. I don't need to lose a whole hand to this. Yes, remember? See? 3.
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
Toshi points and laughs.
That's not funny, Tosh.
No,
He's got more fingers than you've got feet.
you're right.
I mean, in a height ways. I
Oh,
wouldn't normally explain that, but
You're also right.
Okay. Well, can we just get some rooms and like maybe we can get a real bath? That would be excellent. A real bath.
We can do some shopping.
Be
I
stomach.
think I saw a market.
Oh, that's right. We need to get rid of some of these gems.
We're out of food. We're also out of food. Leave me some gems, please.
I don't think we're out of food,
I
right?
gave you a gem, didn't I?
Yeah, but leave me some more.
How many gems? Let's
It'd be
get
like-
rooms
okay,
first. Let's get rooms first, and then we'll argue about who gets what gems. Okay? It's
well, let's
Bunk
finally
beds.
let's just
We can
finally
get
get
bunk beds.
Let's finally get clean for the first time,
Yeah,
and then we'll
bath.
figure out everything.
Bath would be excellent. A nice bath.
Yes, you are smelling.
Smelling.
I can feel
No,
my.
yes.
I
No,
can
we're,
feel
we're
my.
all smelling. Rick, where's the proprietor?
It's in the same room. There's just like it's not even a counter. It's like a small, like a thinner table that he's got stuff set up and like a counter or like a set of shelves behind him. He's kind of a rail thin, kind of tall looking human male. He's got long hair that's tied back, and he doesn't look particularly clean. It looks like he's been working all day. He's like, oh,
Hello.
hello there. Don't see many strangers in here. Where do you all hail from?
Sean.
Well, Sean, actually. We've had a bit of a
Largo.
journey.
Oh, you've come a long way. You working for Morgrave? Haven't seen you around there, though it's been a few months since I've been there.
No, we're independent contractors, I think is the best word for it. Could we get some rooms and perhaps a bath?
You'll be lucky to find a bath around here. We've got one decanter for the whole place, and it's kind of used for water and all that.
Oh. Well, how about just some rooms? Rooms would be excellent. It's not just
Okay.
me and my friends here. We have more in the back. They're like unpacking things and such.
I think I could get you all up for about 10 gold. 10 gold a night, if that'll work for you.
Oh, for the whole group.
Oh, for the whole group. For the whole group.
Oh,
don't-
yes. And Ebenezer just pulls out 10 gold and just drops it. There we go.
All right. Well, we've got about 5 tents open. You'll have to split them between the lot. We don't have much in the way of beds or anything, but we do have a place to hang your hat, and a nice little cloth platform where you can lay down without getting sand in your crotch. Just
question.
go, and the ones that don't have the ones that don't have a flag attached to the side, you can call your own. He gestures off to an opening in the tent on the right side of it.
One question: what kind of like shops market exists around here?
We don't have much like that, but we do have a commissary. You want to go about 3 tents over that way.
Okay.
All right.
There you'll meet Brock. He's a pretty nice guy. God, you're small. He's a bit taller than you. Zalargo native. You might maybe you know him.
Okay. Zalargo's kind of big.
Everywhere's big, but it's a small world. You know what they say.
Yeah, it
excellent.
is. Oh,
One other question. Does that fellow, the green one with the horns that was in here earlier, is
blue.
he
He's
also?
blue.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, the blue. I mean, he looks
He's
blue, but he's
colorblind.
actually
Yeah.
a shade of green. It's not. Most people get that wrong anyway. But is he staying here as well? In these tents?
Oh no, they've got a tent about an hour outside of this place. I'd say they come in for commissions, bring in in to sell wild animals and meat and exchange them for goods and all that. The last haul they brought in must have been, oh god, something like 12,000 Galifars. Brock was ecstatic. They dragged in some ancient some old warforged out of the desert. I'm surprised. Heard rumors about Zendrick having warforged to old, but never seen them myself.
Wow. Wow. Oh, so is there like, if we brought in things from the desert, you would purchase them? Is what you're saying?
Brock probably would. The man has connections all over the place.
Well, we should talk with him. We're also in the market for an endless decanter. Do you think he might have one?
The only decanter in this place is in the center of the place, which is under lock and key in the command tent. That thing's been secured. Oh God, one sec.
What are we going to do, guys? We really need an endless decanter.
Yeah, maybe they have an alchemy jug for sale.
Is this
Rick.
Ebonio talking or
Rick.
Matthew?
Oh boy, I love
Uh,
spam calls. Robot calls
if we
from
could-
a tax resolution center.
Rick, question.
What?
Could technically me and Annika, given enough time and materials, build one?
Build what?
And
Oh,
and
Oh yeah, decanter. You'd
Yeah.
have to like find like a Kyber dragon shard and that's either has a water elemental in it or bind it yourself.
Find a way to.
All right. Well, regardless, let's just thank you. What was your name again?
One sec.
Come on, man.
Wait, where aren't they? Oh, there they are. Give him a German name. There we go. Hartman.
And
Wow,
this
it's
place
actually
is called.
German.
What is this inn called?
The tavern. They just call it the tavern.
Oh, okay.
Only one?
Only one in this place. It's not really a town, but I just sort of got stationed with this. Used to study archaeological cuisine back in the day, but I got over here looking to research, and they just saddled me with this. What are you gonna do?
I understand. Well, thank you very much for your time, Hartman. We'll be going to our tents.
Well, if you'd ever need anything, just ask. Well, that seem
thank
like trustworthy folk.
Oh, well, if you ever need anything, Hartman, let us know. We occasionally do favors for people. Much to our detriment sometimes, but you know.
I'll keep you in mind.
All right. Also, you know, these wormlings here are really starving. Do you have any meat?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
those.
well, I mean-
Got a little. Got some, got 2 Manticore corpses I bought off Zarian Rock. Probably give them to him. A little pricey, though.
How much?
How much?
30 gold for the lot?
Well,
Well, for one of the corpses,
okay.
anyway, enough to feed them.
yeah,
Maybe.
30 gold. All right. Well, they are starving. Oh, 30 gold it is. How about this? Could we buy both of them for 50?
Roll a persuasion check. See how nice this guy's actually feeling.
Should we really be skimping on 10 gold?
Well, it's a deal. We're buying 2. We're buying in
It's the
bulk.
principle. You gotta stand up for yourself.
It's
Yeah, you've
kind of
gotta
hard to
haggle.
come around meat out here that doesn't want to kill you in the process. And I
I
paid
understand.
about that much for the both of them myself.
All right.
Here-
Well,
Here,
how
how about you give 30? I'll give 30.
that's worthy. I'll give you 30 gold and my padre here.
Can you speak to them? Do you want it prepared at all? I know dragons are smart, but I never
Alton?
Ultron?
actually met one who came by Moorgrave University about 10 years back. Lovely to talk to
Right.
him, but they were gone soon after. They don't like to talk with us small folk, you know.
Right.
Dragon.
Ultron,
He
can you
definitely-
communicate with the wormlings, see if they want it prepared or raw?
I
What kind of dragon
honestly
was it?
can't, but I'll ask the sword.
We really
sorry,
need someone who speaks
what was it?
languages.
What was your name again? Sorry, Hartman.
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 What kind of dragon
Hartman.
was it? That seems very rare and uncommon for a dragon to go to Corvair.
It's big in bronze.
Oh.
Bronze, I think. Could have been brass.
Did you catch his name?
I think it was her.
Ah,
I don't exactly remember her name though. Or well, she didn't give it rather. She wasn't there to see me. I just sort of happened to talk to her for a minute or two when she was passing by.
catching the eye of a dragon. Nice one, Hartman.
I don't think that's what
Can
happened.
possibly make an intelligence check to try and piece 2 things together.
Be more of a wisdom check.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Insight, yeah.
If this dragon reminds him anything of Lady Dolores.
I mean, you haven't exactly got that many details.
Is everyone
Oh,
okay?
No,
And
this
then
code,
Storm fucking died.
this code keeps closing and opening.
Well, stop that.
Is everyone across the pond having some troubles there?
Oh, you
Yes,
don't even
yes.
know, dude.
Ultron, do you want to
Matthew.
ask Maya?
Hi, and yes, Aldrin asked. Aldrin whispers telepathically to Demaya, like, "Hey, can you do this?"
Suddenly, her voice emanates from the blade at your hip, and she starts speaking Draconic with the 2 little wormlings who respond in turn. Yo, still again, no gari no rock need to go there. And she finally tells Aldrin, they would like it with a bit of salt, but other than that, raw is fine.
Superb. A bit of salt, but other than that, raw would be superb.
I've got plenty of
Thanks
salt.
again.
This group of players is full of it. So much.
Here. Let me just get some of this. Yeah. Here, I got plenty right here for you.
All right. So yeah, he
Complication
will
point.
get those manticore corpses with some salt all set up. Oh, I got 8 complication points.
Manticorpses if you want.
Yes.
I thought you had to. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
All right.
Right, should we get these rooms and get shit sorted?
Right. So rooms. Yes. Let's
Yeah.
go and
I got
unpack.
Let's go.
Okay.
Go to the tent. Walk.
Wait.
Annika, can I stop panicking
Yeah.
real quick? Sorry, I know you wanna go to your room, or tent. Can I run something by you real quick? I had this idea. The place we can get stuff at. If they have a kyber shard, and we somehow find a water elemental, it can probably make us a decanter. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of ifs, but yeah.
Yeah, we got a long way to go in the deserts. Looking at the map, it's really big. It's really big.
I agree with you. It's a decent idea, but it's more the chances of it happening.
Maybe we could.
But yeah,
maybe
if we
that's-
can find it, if we can, yeah, it's a good idea. We'll do that.
Or maybe. Do you reckon the ogre Meiji party has one? They gotta have one. They seem really prepared, right?
I mean, yeah, I thought about that too. Issue is getting it off them.
I mean, if by the night we leave, something might happen to their decanter and we're nowhere to be found, it's we solve our problem and we slow them down.
I think it's something we can propose to the others.
Okay. Ebony's gonna kill me. Besides that, Aldrin's
Well,
gonna
maybe-
love it.
I mean, me and Tranquility have done some sneaking about before. That went pretty well.
Okay. Go to your tent. When you're ready, just come by mine. I'll put a sign on it. You know which one's gonna be, and we can go shopping afterwards.
Yeah.
You okay?
Thanks.
You
Thanks.
You look more tired than normal.
I mean, long day, and counting dragons around. We don't have a source of water, and hey, Zari and Rax here now, which is always great. So not having the best day, but yeah.
You sounded nice.
What?
You sounded nice. You didn't you looked over, made sure we're okay. Full of charisma. I don't see what's wrong with him. Did he do anything to you guys?
I mean, yeah, a couple of things. Sent some guys, tried to kill us.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't aware. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
bad news, basically.
Okay.
We don't want to mess with him
So-
unless we're making the
so-
first move, and hopefully the last move.
Okay. I'll go rest now. Thanks. And he just leaves.
All
The
right.
hell are you doing, Dimmy?
Drank too much coffee.
Ebony grabs a tent.
All
I
right.
don't
So
know
yeah. So this isn't really so much one big tent as a ton of smaller tents connected to each other, just sort of crudely sewn together with like rough rawhide and string. And you go down this cloth tunnel and find a set of tents that are not. Many of them have different color flags attached to their doors, their tent flaps. Several of them don't, and you kind of look inside and you see they're clean. Just sort of like a plain rug that's been weighted down, a small little, very rough wooden rack for clothes. And place for hats. Like they look like they were thrown together from local wood because they're really dry and kind of frail looking.
So we only got.
Other than that, there's like a small box to set things on if you need a flat surface, but that's about it. There are 5
All right,
tents. Patikwi follows after not too long with his lackeys. It kind of all gets kind of bunched in. Patikwi kind of motions for them to take one all by themselves.
I mean, wait, he has like 3 left, right?
I'm guessing
5, weren't there?
4.
Ah.
So, Annika, you probably gonna have to bunk with Dala.
There are worse choices.
Right, ladies in one room.
Aldrin, I don't know where you bunk.
I don't mind bunking anywhere.
Bet
Well,
you
why
could
don't
bunk with
you and Toshli stick together?
Yes, why don't you and Toshli bunk together? I'll sleep
Avenir,
with full forwards,
Avenir,
and
can I have a
that will
word?
be that.
Is that really?
That is decided. Great. And Annika
Here's
just
the
goes
question:
into one of the
what is Creep doing with his 4 Thrycreen zombies? Bernard, Lil Sebastian, Lollipop, and Matilda.
Perhaps Creep should get his own tent with the zombies.
Perhaps.
Just like hide them round the side.
I'm
Yes.
bunking with Avenir then.
Given
Alright.
my sleeping situation, I feel like it's more prudent to sleep outside.
No, that's a horrible. Idea.
I would not recommend that in the desert. You're going to freeze and be covered in dust.
Again,
How about
given the
this?
situation, I feel it's more prudent to sleep outside.
How about this? I'll take Toshli, and you 2 can bunk.
Very well.
I feel so wanted.
Superb.
Shall we set up and then regroup to talk about what we want to do?
All right. So we got Patikwi. We got
Lackeys.
Patikwi and lackeys.
Patikwi and his lackeys in one. They got 5 tents. You've got Annika and Dala, and I suppose Verolian's going to join them since they're the only women in the group.
Oh yeah. We're only in.
So, yeah,
Forgot
you
about
get Verolian in there. She just keeps her head down. She gets odd looks when she comes in, even from Hartman. Being a drow, they're not usually not exactly friendly.
Okay, and then we got those 2.
Well,
Those 3. And then we have...
Okay, so we're
No,
all
that's
sorted
only
now,
2,
we're fine.
isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's 1,
those
2,
are
You said we had
and then
5 tents.
Yeah.
So we've got Patikwi and lackeys.
Sorry,
Then
that, and then we've got Ebonir and Aldrin, right?
Right.
Creeping zombies, and you
Right.
actually got a blank tent still,
well,
No,
no, then that's
Tranquility
Tranquility and
and
Toshli.
the
Toshli.
wormlings. Where are the wormlings going to stay?
Chuck him in with the zombies.
No.
There's no.
Hey, I
What
thought
do
you
you-
had 4 zombies, Creep. What happened to one?
5
Wait.
medium creatures is the absolute max that one of these tents can hold.
Oh, okay.
I think the wormlings are going to have to stay with Aldrin since he's the only one who has any form of communication with them.
All right.
I think that's a great idea. I'm actually quite, opening up to these wormlings. They're quite endearing if you think about it.
If
Uh,
only we spoke the
about it.
language.
They
I
are
mean, you
very
do.
scared, and also they seem very scared and not sure what's going on.
But they've been
Ah,
fed, isn't it?
Super
Right.
endearing.
I keep them Demaya, hopefully. I asked Demaya to keep them informed about what's going on.
Could we teach them a language? I mean, I do know dragons learn languages, right?
Yes, but it's quite hard. I have to ask Demaya to teach them, and that's quite hard.
All right. Are we all settled in our tents? Should we discuss what we're going to do with ourselves?
Yeah. So we settle down and everything's
Yeah,
all sorted
settle
out,
down.
right?
Evanir
Yeah.
comes out and he's spent like 20 minutes brushing off all the dust of his
Toshli
dirty,
goes
dirty
through the
uniform.
tent and like drops his backpack and then goes, "Okay, I'm ready. Go shopping."
All right.
I'll try to, I guess, air out a little bit. I'm a war freak.
I could have my zombie stand perimeter.
But is it,
You guys are kind of in the middle of the tent city. I don't think you really
we,
have to.
right?
Yeah, it's true.
Do we know what we want to do with our time? And
I don't know about you, but I'm getting resources.
right.
Yeah, we could do with
Here's a
some shopping.
question. I guess how long should we stay for? Given that we now know that Zari and Rak is now pursuing the same thing that we are.
Right.
Yeah, but we can't just leave.
No,
I mean,
I agree
We-
with you, Toshli.
we leave when we have enough resources and we're confident we can make the trip. How does that sound, Ebony?
Well, I was actually hoping to take a little bit of a break. I've been hoping to do a little bit
week?
more.
2?
Oh, yeah. Well, even if we do take a break, we have to make sure that Zaryan Rock doesn't just leave and get there before we
mean-
do.
We can just wait until he leaves, at the very least.
Right.
Maybe
Wait,
But
sabotage.
he's
Yeah.
like,
Maybe sabotage his operation in a way. Just saying.
Maybe we could ambush him and take out his crew.
Oh, that's even
That's-
better.
that's a great idea.
How many guys did he have though?
He had
Lots.
like,
How many
he had
guys
like
did he have?
20 with him there. You're not sure how many more.
Oh, we can take them. We got this.
20 might be a bit out. That sounds like boat range again.
Oh,
Uh,
that's right.
Yeah, I don't see us taking out
Right.
20.
Look,
No point
I
even
mean,
trying.
if you could get me close enough, and they were all relatively grouped together, I could get a really nasty hit on all of them with the with that the light I sort of burp out of myself.
What
I could be a distraction and then just out of there when I need
what if
to.
we do? What if instead of like attacking them directly, what if we just take out the resources? If they don't have any food or tents or materials to go out, they can't go out.
If they have wagons, take out their wagons.
Take out
Not
the
bad.
wagons.
Not a bad idea, but we don't know what resources they have. We probably need
that's
to
why-
scout them.
I mean, we can
Me
probably.
and Tranquility can handle that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Actually-
good.
we can make
How
some groups.
about we don't do anything right away though, right? I
Right.
mean,
Agreed.
all we know is that there's a lot more of them than there is of us. Presumably more than he had with him then, because he seemed to think that, I mean, there's like 10 of us? He seemed to think that was not enough. So even with twice our numbers, I think he'd probably have more guys hidden somewhere.
I also have another idea. We have a bunch of money, right? A
Y-
bunch
yes.
Yeah, but don't go saying that out loud.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Right,
no,
please.
right. Go to like.
We have a bunch of money. And
That's better,
doesn't
Dorothy.
okay, he doesn't seem like the type that's kind to his soldiers. He seems like they fear him and respect him. Maybe we can bribe them to join us. on
Ah.
it?
We'd
not
have to
had.
bribe him an awful lot. Didn't we try that before? That didn't go
We
well.
did. It didn't go well. That's
Oh,
when the
okay.
boat happened.
I think those were fanatics of the thing.
Yeah, I would like to rather suss them out. I agree that we shouldn't do anything immediately. Maybe we scout
100%.
them out, and but if anything, we should go to this commissary and see if we can get ourselves an endless decanter at least.
So in the nearby in a tent, Aldrin does not join you. In a tent nearby, you hear a sudden flow of water and splashing of water against the sand.
I'm sorry.
So-
What?
Yeah,
Aldrin, what is that?
he's
Where
not
is Aldrin, by the
he's
way?
not in the tent. So
Aldrin, where? Aldrin?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
here.
I want to find out about that fucking what the shit.
Can't you change yourself into someone that's close?
That what?
Like,
Oh
Nice.
no, he's naked.
Nice.
Oh.
I feel so good to be naked in the desert. Think of the cold water rushing through you.
and
Hey,
it's
Tranquility,
shopping.
you should bathe in this water. It's so good.
No. Okay, I'm going to the commissary right now.
Ebony, I'll join you. Let's go,
No,
guys.
that sounds good. Aldrin.
We all,
Anyone else
we
want to
all-
come
we
commissary?
all have one.
Yeah,
Evan. We all have
totally. Yeah,
one.
I think it'll be okay. Let's have.
Annika, do you want to join us at the commissary?
Always, very much so, right now. Because I'm still in the tent, she just never left.
Alright,
Creighton calls up a beggar and says, "I'll come with you as well."
Alright, let us
no, I do
all
not.
go to the
And-
commissary. Hopefully it's the other direction from Aldrin currently.
I'll
Oh,
join you all shortly. I'm just
No!
going to finish up here.
Make sure you
Put
have
on
clothes on.
first.
And no, I do not have one.
Rick,
Whoa!
And we leave on that. That's the last line.
Rick, question. Is there any way in Fancy Grounds to add more stuff to the treasure? More?
what do you mean to
You
the
just
treasure?
edit it.
No, I have only 6 things. I want to add
Oh.
more brackets.
Slots, yeah.
More slots.
Oh, down there.
Yeah, like here.
I don't think so.
Wow.
But you can have endless lines below it.
Okay,
so-
okay, that works. That works. Thank you.
which I actually didn't know about until just now.
Because I need for like materials.
You can add endless
Oh.
lines to it.
You can add, underneath the treasure.
beneath it for more treasure. Okay.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
So yes, you head off and follow the instructions that Hartman had given you, and come upon a kind of wide, flat-topped tent, within which is just tables and tables, thin ones like the one that Hartman used for a counter, that are just covered in junk mostly, but also in usable goods. You see some backpacks and such. As you come up to them, as you come up to it and start like looking in, you are immediately greeted like, "Oh, hello there," and welcome. And a short man, maybe 3'5", comes out.
Dwarf?
He's got no, 3'5", man. Dwarves are like 4 foot. Like, what are you doing? But he's a gnome. You could tell by his brightly colored hair, which is blue with streaks of green. Which is kind of twisted up into a horn that like goes forward and then curves back, and like ends in a little tuft. Surprisingly solid hairdo, despite the desert heat. He is dressed in a set of blue clothes with he's got like a blue vest with golden buttons on it. He's got a like a silk scarf wrapped around that is kind of like gray, decorated with red scorpions stitched into it. Welcome. Come. This is the only voice I can do. Oh, yeah. Come on in. I have not seen you out around. And he gives a very low bow. I am Brock Kabbalab.
How does your hair stay that way when you bow?
Now
think
that
he
is
just
a Largo
bowed and-
secret. The trust would have my head if I were to tell you so.
I think he just.
Also, nice to meet you.
Hey, Brock. Do I know his last name? Or
He
is
said
it no?
Kabbalab.
No,
It's a
like-
pretty standard gnome name.
Okay.
It's not like Smith or Johnson level, but it's common.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Shall we, Toshi, do you want to handle the transaction, or do you
Sure. Brock, I'm Toshi Menuhin from the Corbin Menuhins. You might have heard of my father. Well, father. Quotation mark father.
Father.
We're here to spend money. Ain't that right, Ebony?
Can't say I know of your father,
just,
but it's always good to
and-
meet someone from the homeland. And he pats you on the shoulder.
He fucking bowed and was still taller than Toshli.
A bit on the short side. Oh,
it's-
this is why children need to drink their milk.
Is that what happened to you, Toshi? Did you not drink your milk?
I drank all of it for lunch, dinner, 3 snacks at night, 2 a.m. when I woke up, 4 a.m. when I woke up, 6 a.m. when I woke up.
Yeah, the problem is that it all went to going outwards and not upwards.
Yes.
No, there's no need for such like that. I was just trying to make pleasant talk. But come on in. We've got everything under 25 gold in the player's handbook.
Son of a bitch.
Happen to have an endless decanter of water.
Oh, I wish I'd be able to make a killing off of that. Sell it for twice the price you could get it for in Corvair. But alas, no.
Do you
The one that I had brought here was, well, commissioned by the local leaders of the camp. So it's under use.
Did they not even pay you for
Me
it?
and my friend there.
Oh, I'm paid for it quite well.
We're a bit of a craftsman's, and we're looking for general tinkering materials, tool crafting materials, blacksmith materials, anything we can salvage. Because it's
Well, you come back here. Follow me. Oren,
okay.
watch the store. And as he says that, a creature about the size of Toshli, maybe a tiny bit smaller, hops up. It looks like its skin is made of mottled granite. It's got kind of this weird wide mouth and these 2 eyes that are set a bit too far apart with a kind of pug-like nose, set of wings on the back and stumpy little legs. It looks like it was meant to walk on 2 feet, but kind of walks around on 4.
Do you have a picture?
It's like a.
Looks like a
golem or something.
homunculus, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is a homunculus.
Oh shit, that's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
It looks a little like this, but with like, its ears are quite shorter, and so are its legs. Also, it's much
like
more
long arms.
It's much more like in stone. It's much more stone-like in appearance. Very
Same.
Portuguese looking.
Hey, look, our second favorite Portuguese thing.
It's wearing bright headphones.
for now.
Yeah, sorry. You were showing us something that I've got distracted by your rather interesting creature there.
Oh no. If you and Annika, you said, come in. I've got a little something that I got in. As he leads them away, he keeps talking. You know that got an ogre, some ogres in the area. One of them, the blue skin one, calls himself Zarian Rock. Kind of a strange name, but
we've seen him.
he's gone into the west, come out of the desert with a few things he sold me, exchanged them for goods and such like that. Lots of water skins I've sold that man. Lots of tied off camel guts, basically. He goes in the back and like opens up to another section of the tent, and there you can see shelves where the real good stuff is. You can see Eberron dragon shards, Kyber dragon shards, Siberis dragon shards stacked along. You've got jars of green liquid with like eyeballs in them. You've got like a few that look like they've got there's one jar, like very large jar, that looks like it has a strange worm in it that wiggles around on itself as you come in. And to one side there is a pile about 3 feet tall of metal parts, and it's kind of hard to see what it is at first, but as your eyes focus in the changing of light to this more dim area, they look humanoid in shape. This mixture of wood and metal and rusted metal that's kind of been bolted onto other pieces of metal, and they're humanoid in shape. He's only brought Toshli and Annika back.
He only brought the short guys.
Yeah.
Can I? All right. I'm gonna. Sorry. You continue. I was gonna ask if I can start putting stuff into party inventory to sell.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'll start doing that.
He has a hard limit
Yeah.
of 1,000 gold to sell. He will not buy anything more than that.
Oh, like total?
Like total,
This is fucking jackpot.
Yeah, I'm seeing some
Just
shards.
Artificers, are you?
Yeah.
Usually I don't have material like that, but I did get some in. You see, there are these old Warforged, even before House Kenneth got to them, that are around Zendrick, and Zarian Hrak managed to pull some in. Sold me them for a pretty penny.
Are they decommissioned? Are they like just the remains?
Oh, they've been.
They don't look living.
He goes over one and just like picks up the head, and it's like partially detached.
Oh yeah, that's
they got into battle with that ogre. It's they are not going to be fighting anytime soon.
Oh no.
I don't know. We can see what we can do.
Oh, can we leave here? Can we like just stay here for like 2 weeks? Just.
I mean, it's in a desert.
I mean the shop. Like not leave the shop, cause.
Oh, the shop. Yeah, I mean it's cool enough in here, considering.
Okay. I don't know about you, but can I buy 1,000 gold worth of metal and wood?
Well, by your artificer training, you figure there's enough materials here to remake one mechanical servant.
Annika, you speak of Nigel.
Wow.
You speak a lot about Nigel.
Yeah.
Do you need help building in?
Ah man, there was so much I wanted to do though. I mean, we could get a prototype going though. I've still got his original. I mean, he had a pretty interesting core. I could work that back in again.
I mean, there's some
Hey, we could
shards
we
there.
could give it a go. Oh yeah, we want them too, just for general use. Rick, what do the Eberron shards do again?
All right, Eberron dragon shards are they basically enable the creation of magic items in this setting. They are
Right, got you.
able to hold magic very well and exhibit traits once they're used. Kyber dragon shards are used for binding creatures, especially elementals. Siberis dragon shards are used They react to dragon marks specifically, but are also used for psionic items.
Okay.
They respond to the
Okay.
psionic magic of the planes.
So we want a few of those shards for future use and for now use. If we can get Nigel going again, I managed to salvage a bit. I've still got some of his original stuff, but we'll need a bit of time as well. Do you reckon we can get them to stay here for like a week or so?
Probably. Ebony doesn't. Ebony thing. I think he wants to rest. He's kind of losing it lately.
I mean, theme of the day with everyone, but yeah.
Not you. You keeping it together.
Barely. Thanks.
Not as good as I am, but like can fall.
I
All
don't-
right,
did you
I'm
ever
sorry,
have
I
it
gotta
together?
quickly interrupt. Jolt, look
I
at
always
Fantasy
have it
Ground
together.
chat.
Yeah,
Okay,
we got people asking him in Fantasy Grounds chat, people messaging him in Discord. Jolt,
My
you
bad.
okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I guess
Getting
I have my
engrossed.
volume. I have my volume down at the moment, so I didn't hear it. I guess. Mostly, I have it down because like otherwise it's like ear bleedingly loud. But there's like no in between voices and Discord pings.
Another thing, Ebony. I mean, Orion. Any magical items they can sell, we can just repurpose and make
Yeah.
other stuff out of it. So focus on selling stuff that's not magical
Sure,
items.
I am pretty
Yeah, no,
flexible
I'm
with
focusing on
artificers.
selling gems right now. But
I'm
I'm
really
trying to
flexible with artificers and making magic items. So
Okay, Atman, I
Alright.
want, and
Now-
I drop. I open my.
the moment he starts pulling, he's like, well, I don't have much use for gold in this place. You see, I'm going to be here
Oh?
quite a while, at least for another 6 months. But you lot obviously
What?
aren't staying around here. You're not from Morgrave University. You don't have the look of it.
Thank you.
You're building up to a deal here. How about we just cut to that?
Oh,
Yeah.
well. There is a set of artifacts from the Age of Giants called the Destiny Arms. I know that one lies a bit, a ways to the west. This old tomb of an ancient giant. Don't remember the exact details, but I know the general location. I just haven't been out to go to myself. I'm very busy with running this shop, you see. But one of these Destiny Arms is called the Spear of the Desert Winds. Is said to lie in his tomb, and I would really, really like to get my hands on it. I'm willing to give you these materials up front in good faith, because I know you will return to me with the spear, or at least confirm if it's gone or been taken already. Of course, you do not want to be in my debt. I have many connections, especially in Zelargo. And he looks down at Toshin.
Toshi doesn't get it. And
Is there a limit on the amount
how
of
much
credit we can have on
use?
that?
Yeah.
I'll give you enough materials to. I'll give you the stack and some dragon shards.
How
According-
about can I on the side buy some jewel crafting materials?
Oh, of course.
Some-
I am still a merchant, but this.
This is the good stuff. I get you.
This spear could get me. Well, let's just say that the spear is quite valuable.
Can I have a moment? with
So
my
am I
friend
to
over
assume
here?
that there would be a?
Go on then. Go on. No, you go.
Are we to assume that upon successful return of this spear, then there would be an additional? If this is just the down payment, right? I mean, if this thing could earn you many pretty pennies, I'm sure you're not just gonna flake out on us when it comes to actually returning it. If the stuff here is only a fraction of its cost, right?
You are a clever one, aren't you? I suppose I could hand you off some things once it's brought back. I am
We
quite
can
wealthy.
negotiate that.
Yeah, so that can be negotiated once it is here. But I can see you're asking for materials you must be in need.
Yeah. Always told you to come on too strong, Toshley.
You
I
never
mean, I'm
said
fine
that.
with it for now.
One more thing for the deal. That creature, the homunculus. Did you make that yourself?
Oh yes, of course. I dabble in artifice myself.
If we do this, can you teach me to make one?
I'm not that good of a teacher, but I could try.
It's okay. I'm a really good student. Do you want me to roll a deception check on that? Or?
No, he just has a strong doubt face going on.
While we're here, have you got any kind of I know those Warforged are pretty sturdy, but they're old. Like, have you got any newer, harder metals?
Yeah, you have a buddy up there. Just take an axe to him.
These things are thousands of years old and have not lost their luster. You see, yeah. He like takes one of his hands, which are gloved, of course, and rubs away, and you can see that the metal still does shine under what the grit that it is.
Suppose that works then. So, we good here, Tashley? Anything else you want? Wait, how many dragon shards?
You said as much as we need.
Enough to build, enough to rebuild a mechanical servant.
Yeah, I suppose it works. Want more, damn it.
Yeah.
How about the amount that we need, and then one extra kyber shard?
I don't have any filled with anything, but you think you can make use of it? Sure.
One more thing, sorry. Are there any elementals around? Of any kind? I know it's a very few chance,
The Nectaroon is filled with manifest zones to the various planes, but so you might find some, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. There are probably plenty of air elementals around, but I would not approach them if I were you.
Well, but you're not me.
No one's you. You're unique. It's one of your qualities. Not one of your best, but you know.
Thank you, Annika. That's very kind of you. Just gonna pull Annika a bit to the side. So how the hell are we gonna convince Ebony and the others to, go get the spear?
Here's my first point of the plan. You don't.
Okay.
I'll manage it.
I like this plan. I don't have to do anything. I like it.
Oh wow! I don't have to do anything. Sounds like a job for me.
Okay. I'm going back to my tent. We need a place to work, though. I turn back to Atman. Is there any empty rooms we can rent around? We kind of need space to work.
Or could we set up shop here?
We could. As we said, we wouldn't dare cross you.
We didn't say
that.
We said
this tent city is quite full, but I'm sure that you'll be able to find a place to work. People aren't too big on having to deal with personal space around here.
I've had a thought, Tashley.
What's up, Anakin?
We've got an entire tent dedicated to Creep and his less than alive friends, right?
Zombies, yes.
You know, the one lesson you've never been able to pick up is tact. I'm just thinking, so long as he's not actively using it, we've got a workshop there, right? I mean, we've got the bit of space. We can
so we just kick the zombies away?
They can just stay outside, right?
Yeah. Don't they kind of start smelling in the sun? Meat, rotting?
I mean, that point has long since passed, but at least they're thri-kreen, so they're going to be less.
You're right.
I mean, they've already been out there for 3 days now. I think my sense of smell's pretty much gone at this point.
You're right. Yeah.
They actually don't. Okay. They don't smell that much. They've been dried by the heat.
Okay. Oh, so
they're semi-mummified.
Oh man, yeah. Bug jerk meat.
Thri-kreen jerky, yeah.
Yeah.
Bug jerky.
All right.
I hear that's good eating.
Can we have some sort of?
You talk to Ebony, and I'll talk to Creep. How's that sound?
Sure. So Could we have some sort of method of getting all of this back to where we need to? Do you have a cart we could lend for the next couple of hours?
I could hire some guys to get it moved.
If it comes under the budget, yeah, sure.
That sounds like a deal. And he holds out his hand. You're only slightly, well, I think you're a bit shorter than him. He is.
Yeah.
So he holds out his hand.
And I shake it with my own.
His grip is very firm.
Also, he puts like his both
All right,
hands
you
in the
lose
middle
all
of the
your
grip and
artificer
shakes with
levels
them.
and gain levels in warlock. Go ahead and no.
What is that? Fear Pact?
Oh no, it's Fiend Pact. He
Oh, I was going to say
shapeshifts.
he's not a great old one, is
He
he?
shapeshifts and turns into a Rakshasa, of course.
God damn it! Every time,
It's always Rakshasa.
fucking everyone.
Rakshasa.
Rakshasa.
All right, so that deal has been sold. So he returns with you lot. It's like, I'll have them delivered to you by tonight.
Okay.
Thank you very
And
much.
those are the materials you're crafting. How much do you have available?
His buy limit is 1,000. His sell limit is unlimited. So he's got a bunch.
I want to buy. You go then.
Oh, I was going to ask if he has any. Is this all you have here? Do you have anything? I mean, I was told that you might have purchased some unique items from the blue Zarian rack.
They just had a bunch of gems and leftover armor and that sort of thing. Most of it is not that useful.
Nothing too unique. Something that would be useful, say, on the road.
That Zarian rock is a devilish one. I'm sure that he kept it to himself if he found anything worthwhile.
Too bad.
Not to say that these gems aren't worthwhile. They are worth quite a bit.
Yes. And there's like a pile of gems on the table that Evanir has counted out.
Oh my goodness. He reaches into his pocket and picks out like a small magnifying glass, like handheld. It's like a reverse telescope.
Right.
He starts looking at them. Oh, these are not worth quite that much individually, but there's quite a bit of them. I suppose I could give you standard price for them.
Good. That's 1,000 gold worth of jewels right there.
Is it? It is.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly, how many water skins do you think you can whip off?
Despite Zarian Hrock's attempts, I am still well supplied.
Do you have pack animals by chance?
Oh, nothing like that, no. We actually trade with the locals. The Thrycreen have a few bugs. There's some camels about. The sand giants raise them for their milk, not to ride them. That would be ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as camel milk, but apparently it's pretty sweet. Haven't had them myself.
If we get
well,
some
I'm
pack
just
animals,
thinking we've got three bags of holding, and we've still got some free water time, right?
Right, but we also have to get food as well.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
You have any endless rations?
Aldrin still hasn't come back from whatever ridiculous.
No, he is.
I'm here.
He's there with Creep.
You guys before I even noticed.
Because of all the moisture on his skin, he's just got so much sand stuck to him all over.
That sounds horrible.
Aldrin, how many rations do you have left?
Last time I counted, about 150.
That's not going to be enough.
You're not going to be enough.
That makes no sense, Aldrin. That was like the worst of the worst jokes you've ever made. I really.
Do you know?
Did you not even study that book of humor I gave you? I mean,
it's one of those things that in your head it sounds quite hilarious, but when you say it out loud, it falls dead at its feet. You know, like the idea of Toshley.
That makes sense. Yes.
We were just saying good things about you, Toshley.
So, are we all set here? Do we there's no, no endless decanter here. No.
Rick, this being like, Josh is gonna stay behind because he's buying a bunch of shit. This being like an exotic place, would you have the exotic weapons you got on your Rick's Guide to Fun?
All right. So there is. I actually have made a module that has everything from the player's handbook that I changed in there.
Oh.
What are you looking for specifically?
Just looking at like stuff Toshi had never seen before. They can take and then change and turn into magical items, like a base weapon to.
You want a katana, don't you?
Yeah, I want a fucking katana.
Roll roll a d100.
Okay. How do I actually roll d100?
Right click the d10 and go to the percentile.
What would it take for you to convince you that a katana is totally a monk weapon?
He does not have a
It's
katana.
edgy.
God
It's
damn it.
edgy. It'd be hella edgy.
It would need you playing a kensei. Honestly,
Fair.
yeah.
It's
So yes, he does not have a katana. He just has a bunch of rather mundane weapons.
okay. I want to buy this from him. This much of stuff. You said there was no limit.
For buying stuff, or no, for your buying stuff.
For me buying stuff.
He only has 500 of each to buy.
Okay, I'll take 500.
So
I'll take it.
man, lots of roleplay. Don't expect much combat this session.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
stream, but yeah. Welcome to the shopping and downtime
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
At least we're all together this time. It's not like in Wildlands where we're like, let's split up, gang.
Yeah, I love those.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean,
I'll
forgive
deduct
my
anything.
all right. Forgive my disappointment, Brock. But if you have no unique items for sale, is there anyone around here that might?
Sorry, and Rock.
Sorry, what did you say? Oh, magic items. Your friend isn't wrong. Zarian Rock is probably the only one who would have a reasonable amount, but he's not the
We're
one to
not giving
barter
you-
with.
Yeah, we're not interested in cutting any deals with him. We've had some disagreements in the past, which I'm sure you can understand, given his nature and style, communication.
One thing, you sold how much water skins did you just say you sold him?
He's got 33 water skins worth 5 silver, or sold at 5 silver apiece.
So
I'm saying we just buy them up, fill our bags, right?
here's the thing. If
Well, how
no,
many
I mean,
water
how much
skins do you
did
have?
A water
No,
skin
did
is
you-
5 pounds when full.
Did you sell them empty to the ogre Meiji?
No, I sold them
friend over
empty.
there?
The decanter
How
is
did-
free for use during the day. Just kept under guard.
Well, look, even if we can't fit them in our bags of holding, we can put them on the cart, and that would be a good way of bringing water, right?
I totally forgot I have like 6 water skins I could fill up.
Yeah, I'm saying we just like buy them out, right? I mean, he can make more. He said himself.
All right. How many
So
water skins
for
do we buy?
reference, to avoid the effects of extreme heat during the day, you need to drink 2 gallons of water, and a water skin contains a quarter gallon. Or no,
Oh.
yeah, no, they contain half a gallon each. So
So
you
we
need
need
to
four
down
water
4
skins a
water
day.
skins a day.
So we need a lot of water skins, is what you're telling us. How many water skins do you have, Brock?
He holds up 3 fingers on each hand, 33.
33, 5 silver apiece.
5 silver apiece. A bit more expensive, but they are locally made. And I've tested them. They're all watertight.
I'm fine with it. Hold on, let's see. 33.
I mean, that's 2 days for all of us that drink, not including the Warforged who shit. You guys were having a bad time with the heat too.
Yeah, you're gonna have
It's
to
like a
drink
day and a
water.
bit. If you
Yeah, of
include all
course.
the ones that we have and the ones that Tranquility just mentioned you have, we probably got about 2 days of water out of them between all of us.
So we need a lot more. We better start buying as many as we can get then. We'll take all of them.
All of them.
Yes, all of them.
All right, that is one sec.
15 gold and wait, no, it's
16
15 gold.
16 gold
Six-
and a half. Let's round that
Yeah.
up to 17 gold. You are buying me out of stock.
You drive a hard bargain. All right, 17 gold. Hold on. And Avenir counts out the gold.
All right, I will add 33 water skins to your party sheet.
I mean,
Time to
that
fill
literally
it up.
just buys us 2 days, so it's not as much as it sounds like it is.
Yeah, but 2 days you can then fill up with a day of Patiqui's stuff.
Yeah, so we only have to buy 1 day, and we feed out 1 day for one person, and we feed ourselves water ourselves for 2 days. Everyone.
He is actually pretty strict about other people using the decanter. If you buy it for yourself, it's you using it because he's always there watching. You try to cheat him out of money, he'll be there. But this becomes from 10 gold a day to 10 gold for 3 days, basically.
All right.
A piece, of course.
I'll just put these. I've got some more room in the bag of holding. I'll just put them in there. I guess I'm going to drag 33 of them onto the sheet.
Well, why not just drag one and then put the number 33 in?
Because it's. I think it amuses Rick more when I do this.
Right.
You two, you guys talk amongst yourselves. It'll take me a moment to put all this in the bag of
Would-
holding.
would you- would you
Evanir's
like
like
some-
raging around trying to move things in there to squeeze all the water in.
Would you like some
Right.
help over there?
No, thank you. I've got it myself.
Aldrin, you're like covered in sand.
Oh, it feels so good. The sand is nice and warm, and my skin is cool.
I
And so I could just lie back, bury myself, and
That's-
sleep, honestly.
It's gonna itch to fuck tonight.
Well,
what I said, keeping it
tonight-
together. Yeah.
tonight is a different time. Just enjoy the moment. Look,
It's
trust me,
alright.
it's very cool, Anika. It's very cool. Just look. A man offered me some cactus juice on my way here, actually. My head is not feeling that good.
Oh, I can make cactus juice. You want cactus juice?
Creep just slowly looks at him when he says that.
Okay, that's all the water skins are ready to go. Are we ready to go?
right.
Yeah, can I? Sure, but can I roll a knowledge check on cactus juice?
You roll a nature check?
Okay.
A knowledge check on cactus juice.
You know
12?
that, I mean, people do survive by eating cactus or like drinking cactus juice, but like not all of it's very good for you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there
I
are
just-
some cause severe hallucinations and poisoning.
Oh yeah, Rick. Does he have healer's kit? I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
There's this.
Rick, I just
This
want to
is-
confirm something with you.
He's got like 15 of them in stock. Standard
Yeah.
How
price.
much for all of them?
I don't know. Do
Creep-
the math.
Creep takes a deep breath and looks to him and just says, "I'm going to start this with, don't panic, but."
As you say, don't
Avenir like
panic,
face
but,
palms.
as you say, don't panic, but Aldrin just kind of hugs you. Feel the moisture and the coolness on your skin.
I'm
you
a
have
machine.
skin, right? Even machines have skin on the
I
inside.
love the idea that you hug his metal frame and all you hear is a.
He's just awkwardly in the hug because he's a frail frame, so
Oh,
he's just
no.
very.
Stay in the hug. Stay in the hug.
I need to take you back to camp and examine you for poison.
Look, Ebenir, why did you join us too? There's
No.
I think, how about
Avenir-
we all get going, yeah?
Yeah, Ebenir uses a mage hand to push Aldrin slightly backwards.
It doesn't really help.
It feels like pressure on your face.
Aldrin starts hugging the mage hand.
You can hug the mage hand. I don't really mind.
Right, let's just get back to our tents, all right? We've got
Right.
a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. So,
Oh man.
I mean,
Up
we're
to the
here for
tent.
a little while at least, right? So if anyone needs anything else, you can always come back.
right.
Yes.
Oh, food.
Rick-
We're gonna need food, but we can figure that out in a bit.
Can I attempt a medicine check to treat the cactus juice?
Funny mushroom clouds, man.
You just gotta let things run their course.
Oh boy. And hope that he's not poisoned. Got it.
He's not poisoned. He's just kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Quickly,
The
as
whole
we're
thing
leaving,
seems pretty psychosomatic, honestly.
What does
that boy
psychosomatic-
needs therapy.
Psychosomatic
God damn it.
means that it's all in your mind. You're behaving because of a thing you think, not because of the physical effects on you.
That's amazing. I love it.
Or it's like when say somebody starts talking about the flu going around and you suddenly feel a bit sick. That's
okay, that makes sense,
psychosomatic.
yeah. That makes sense. Okay, yeah,
Uh,
got you, fam.
So
Quickly as we're leaving, Brock, rations and/or endless rations. Anything?
We got a bunch of endless rations, but honestly, people tend to fend for themselves out here.
But you do have them. Cool. We'll be back then.
Have you got any bullets, Brock?
Bullets? I
Bullets.
don't. What? I don't know what that is. I don't
It's
have any.
these-
I don't. Those
It's these.
ground sharks.
That's a funny name for them. No, look.
He
I'll show
means
you.
shots for guns.
I'll show you.
I've got arrows and crossbow bolts, but I don't have anything like that.
What about
I've
any
never
materials,
seen one of
like-
these before.
You've never seen one? Would you like one?
Well, what? We're not giving him that.
It's
I
what?
think I've paid for enough this day. Maybe some other time.
Aldrin, I can probably make you some of these if I have time. Just don't worry about it. Right now.
Okay, that'd be superb. Thank you, Tosh.
Ebonir
After-
wanders back in the comments. Oh, are we going, or are we just standing here talking all day? And then Ebonir
let's
goes
go.
goes back out.
Yeah, let's go.
Creep's about to walk out before he kind of stops and looks back and says, "How much for this shiny trinket?"
20 gold?
He puts the 20 gold on the table and nods. Thank you.
Nice.
With the fucking worst pie with our money. Rick's like, how am I going to get you to spend all this money? Just have a shop.
Any
mean-
shot.
You guys still have a
Yeah,
billion.
we've still got a lot, but
gold.
think about how much a savvy party would still have. Like, we'd have spent half as much there.
I
So?
mean, Aldrin really sold that trinket to Creep. I'm just saying.
No one likes penny pinchers. I mean, come on.
That's how most
By the way, if
parties
you don't
are.
want to be
right.
a penny pincher, go to the Streamlabs link down below and
Oh, the shilling. Today.
I was drinking, damn it.
The shilling is drunk today.
So yeah, what do you guys do? Let's
I guess we head
Yeah.
back to our tent.
all right.
So,
About 2 hours later, a group of 2 ogres that you saw working with Zarya and Hawk actually haul in the Warforged components and a small box of dragon shards, and they just kind of like looked and wrong one. Wrong one. Goblin and tiny one. Yeah, just to heave it in there, almost flattening Toshly with the weight of him.
Oh, no.
did
okay.
you, is this what you guys purchased?
Yeah, so about that deal.
Deal.
Good
Yes.
news.
How much did it cost us?
Nothing, amazingly, isn't that right,
Yeah.
Annika?
Zero Galifars.
Yeah.
Really?
In fact, we may
Really?
stand to make money on it. Remember what we said, Toshley, about you being quiet?
Yeah.
So, good news first. We're going to be able to rebuild Nigel over the next week or so.
All right.
We've got enough
Okay.
materials here. I've got enough original parts. We've got some shards. Maybe even
Okay.
some excess ones. If we happen to, by some luck, come across a water elemental, we may even get a decanter out of it. Don't hold your hopes out for that, though.
Okay.
We did agree to go artifact hunting.
Oh.
There's a place a bit to the west. It's got a spear of some sort in there. It's a tomb of a giant. And Brock wants it.
We're going into another place built by the giants to go get an artifact that Brock wants. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah, and then when we get back, profit.
Okay.
I agree with this.
Let me just respond patiently. I'm not opposed to this idea outright. It's not considering how valuable Nigel was, and I do know how much you miss him. And I'm sorry about crashing the boat on him. I'm not opposed to this, but we are in direct competition with Zarian Rak for the Thriking King. So we either need to do this on the way to go get this thing, meet the Thriking King, or we need to waylay Zarian Rak so he doesn't get to the Thriking King in the time that we're going to this tomb.
Toshi raises his hand and looks at Annika like,
In a sec. First off, my point, consider this.
Yes.
Should we be too slow, and Zarian Rak does get to the Thriking King, they have to duke it out. He has to win. He gets the scepter. How many guys is he going to lose along the way? He's got to make it back to here. He's not going to go all the way back. Therefore, at worst, if he's gone, we can ambush him as he comes back. After he has weakened himself, puts us in a much better position. So really, we're not in as much of a time constraint as we think, and we could avoid horrible trek across the desert. I'm not saying we rely on that. I'd rather get to him first, but if push comes to shove,
that's really quite a good point. Never thought of that.
Also, if we don't do it, Brock is probably gonna hire him to get the spear, and he gets all the rewards from it.
Good point.
Oh yeah, and also Brock is very adamant about us not being in his debt because he knows many people.
Oh yeah, that's also that. Yeah, we.
Okay, so what you're saying is he's going to try and get us unless we do this. So we're basically going to do this no matter what.
I knew you'd see it our way.
Okay, of all the things that has happened on this trip, this is by far nowhere near the worst. So I'm just going to accept it and move on. I would make one suggestion. Perhaps we should hire a spy.
Oh, me.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
You
speaking
are
of,
an excellent small person, but I think someone that Zarian Rak has not met and would not suspect. If we could get, maybe we could find, I don't know, a scallywag or a little boy or girl to go run out there and tell us about the camp.
how about we just wait until tonight and me and Tranquility Case are out under cover of darkness?
Well,
Yeah, but
he hasn't really seen me much except for just now, and other than that,
But I meant I agree with that, man. I simply meant someone to keep watch on them to let us know when they stop moving or leaving or going wherever.
Good
well, I could stay there for a while. I have nothing planned here yet.
You don't want to relax after that epic journey we had to go through?
I would, but if it meant making sure that nothing happened,
Well, we could pay some kid like 5 silver or something to watch it.
well, he's an hour outside of this camp. It'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
Maybe you're right.
And what's the odds that there's a kid here?
Well, I mean, anyone is what I'm saying. I mean, maybe Hartman has a suggestion.
Rick, just out of curiosity, aside from Brock, have we seen many random small people around, halflings, gnomes, goblins, whatever, who weren't either with Zarian Rak or important?
No.
Damn. If I can find a suitable person, me and Tranquility could always disguise ourselves.
That's true. All right. Well, I guess we go
I mean,
to this.
ooh, idea.
Yes.
We could always disguise ourselves as a couple of Zarya Narak's people, just in case we were to get caught.
Not
You
a bad
are
idea.
you are a goblin.
But I mean, that's fine for tonight. But
Magically,
you've got
come on.
you've got some time. You're gonna have to work on Nigel for a bit, aren't you? I mean, I assume you can't just.
Rick, could I actually take over a building Nigel when Ending is not there?
Yeah, I suppose if she helped start you or helped you start it.
Well, I mean, I've got the days for that, right? And then it's a couple of hours at night to go check out the camp, come back. I've got enough time to sleep and get going.
Right? No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a continuous eye on them. That's what I'm talking about.
I can.
So
if any-
Tranquility can stay there when I'm not there.
All right,
Uh,
it works for me.
If
Okay.
you need to do stuff, just point me in the right direction.
No, don't let Toshli build Nigel. You don't know what you don't have a jelly bean gun. Like,
I would love
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Just
speaking, Aldrin.
Yes, Aldrin just wanders back in at this point.
where
What's up?
have you been?
I was chatting with the locals. They're actually quite nice people. Some of them a bit desperate though, but other than that, they're good company. Okay.
So I know you didn't agree to this. It was a wish of Ebony's that Toussaint Scum be incorporated into New Nigel.
Was it? Was it?
Yeah, I thought it might be appropriate. I mean, it's
Is
not
that
mine
a thing
to
that you
give.
would allow us to do? I know you've been having a lot of enjoyment with his gun, and far be it from me to take someone's gun away from them. I'm just thinking.
I mean, it's not mine. Hang on. I'll ask Toussaint. I'll whisper to the gun. I think Toussaint says that he wants me to keep the gun.
He is losing it.
Aldrin?
yeah, I think.
Aldrin,
I think that
aside
cactus juice. No. What did you? No one drink the cactus juice. I think is the
I'm going
lesson
to
to
go
take away
lie
from this.
down now. My head's getting a
Yes.
bit funny.
Yeah, how about you do that? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can work that in later.
Did you, Anakin? Did you want this arachnid clerk back? I think you mentioned at one point you were thinking of some upgrades to Nigel with it.
You mean the
one
roper one, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I keep miscalling it. Yes, the Europa one.
I mean, if you
I've
want
got
an
plans.
arachnid roper to fight, like I could whip
Yeah.
up something.
Oh no!
I've got plans for that. I've got lots of plans. I also might need that shield back from our drow friend, but let's not get into that right now.
All right. Well, then let me put here. I'll hand you, and I hand you the cloak of.
But no, not right now, because like I'll have to break it down into its sort of constituent parts and then work it in separate. It'll take a while. I don't know if we'll have that time, so we'll see how the construction goes, and then we'll come back to it. Yeah. Plus, you'll need it for now because it's the desert, right?
Right. Well, yes. I mean, I have other cloaks, but I have an idea about how to. I finally thought of an idea about how to use this with some tactics, but I haven't had an opportunity. But yes, if you want it back, just let me know.
No, we're good for now.
All right.
Aldrin, I have a question.
Yes.
Where or who gave you that cactus juice?
No, there's a man.
Yes, Aldrin, where gave you the cactus juice?
I was walking. I was walking here, with sand on my skin, and there's a man selling cactus juice and these little bread-like things. I don't know what they are. They tasted delicious, though. I bought some, thinking it's local cuisine, and I mean, it was local cuisine. It tastes quite good, though, flavorful.
Could you point the way?
Yes.
Creep,
That
you,
way.
you might have to wait a while for this.
Rick,
unfortunately.
the tents are like close to, like the tents where we're staying. They're easy to like pick up and put someone else, right? Like they're easy to disassemble.
Rick,
No,
here's for you.
they're all attached to each other. So no.
Oh, okay.
Well, look, we have a week. I'm going to let you guys get to the building, and I'm going to go see if I can help Dala go through this translation thing and maybe pick up a bit more Inferno in the meantime.
Gotcha. Hey, Creep.
Yes.
Can we use your tent?
What do you need it for?
A workshop. You
Oh,
can still
yeah.
like sit and trance in it, but
Yes,
Oh, yeah, zombies.
that's not a problem at all. If you need it for a workshop, you can even borrow a couple of my tools if you want.
Couldn't we make a hole in the ground and put the zombies there?
how about we just leave them outside? They can keep watch on the tents.
Yes, in theory that would be better than having to dig them up each morning. Though I do not pity anyone who has to stand next to them after baking in the sun all day.
They're mostly dried out at this point.
They're mummified, man. They're fine.
Too bad they do not gain all the benefits of mummification.
Yeah, benefits. Wouldn't
He's
quite
not
call it
wrong.
A bit more research, perhaps. Maybe there's Maybe there's a key in the dried out nature of them that I can work with.
Right.
Cool. Hey, Tranquility, should we have a little preliminary look around this camp then?
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, Rick, am I still suffering the effects of exhaustion, or am I okay? I can't find it anywhere.
If it's not on the combat tracker, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I should be good to go. So
Rick,
I nod.
Oh, go on. Can I make a Chula Tools check on the Blue Spinal to determine its gem's history?
I
It
suppose.
is in the party inventory. Go ahead and grab it, Stomp.
Where did you get this one from?
You just gave it to me.
No, I mean,
Was
where,
it the
where...
Dragon Horde?
Yeah, I don't remember. There was a lot of gems.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep track of where all the gems come from. But sure, yeah, roll a jeweler's kit check, intelligence based.
Stone, go ahead and grab it out of.
Whoa, hold up.
You can have advantage because of your history proficiency.
Oh, cool. So, Chula's kid?
Oh, I have two of them. Oh.
That is a 21.
I think 21. It looks, judging by the shape of it, they look like they were. Judging by the shape, they look like they were set in the eyes of a statue at some point.
Oh, okay. How much do they like? How much are they? Was
They're worth
500 gold.
500 gold apiece.
Jesus. Okay, cool. Thanks. How many keys are these? You can delete the illus kit. I put one, then I changed the number, so I don't have to do.
You fucker.
So Ebenezer leaves the tent and will go to find Dala, and we'll learn Infernal as we translate those books.
Okay, so you guys want to transition to downtime, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. So really quick, Annika, what is Annika doing right now? You guys are like at the end of the day. You have like no activity to do for today. So,
Annika and Tranquility were gonna go check out this camp.
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna stealth on up. I've
Alright.
already done the pass without trace thing, so don't mind my ninja.
Is
side,
that concentration?
Yes.
Ah, rip.
Lasts up to an hour, I believe.
Right, so I'll cast it like right when we're leaving, but still.
Bye, Stone.
So-
Hello, Stone.
So
Or
as the sun begins to set and you guys prepare to head out, you guys are heading toward the entrance of town. Probably like, are you guys talking at all? Just keeping quiet.
Keep him quiet. We'll make like I can telepathically communicate with her, so I'll just kind of like if you need anything, just tap me and get my attention, so I'll look at you and we can
Okay.
whisper. But otherwise, it's just
So
Yeah.
as you're walking, crossing between tents, trying to find your way back, you pass Golob. He waves high, but is headed into his own tent. Tranquility, you keep walking, And as you get to the edge of town, you're like, okay, now I'll cast, and Annika's gone.
Uh-oh.
I will reveal what happened to her once we get back from break.
Oh, what did you do?
Plot point.
All right, let me just.
Oh,
What the
God.
fuck?
All right,
Well,
so we're going to go on a break, 5, 10, 15 minutes. We will be back. Enjoy this music made by the incredible Vince Fett on YouTube. Check him out. We will be
I'm
back
like-
in a bit.
Trista pulled a Dimmy. Character randomly vanishes.
Oh man, Matthew, you fucking missed it.
What a
I
miss.
believe
Annika disappeared.
Annika's a
So-
assassin.
So me and Anna go into go sneak off to go spy on Zarinracht, and all of a sudden, all right, I'm gonna cast Pass Without. Where the fuck are you?
Really? Really?
Oh, she's really stealthy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I really like this new background for the intermission, by the way. It's cozy.
Yeah, I'm expecting
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
one.
going to get like 100
Oh,
feet
yeah.
out of town, and all of a sudden, you know.
So, just as a funny thing, potentially, I've still got like 50 gold's worth of gun making supplies, which I think is probably enough to make a fairly decent sized explosive. If we were to go for Zarian Rack's camp,
Oh,
just
I love this.
IED the place.
Yeah, and then I could just alchemist fire from a distance.
Right. Well, okay. So I have a great thought. I might just do it. We'll see. I might just do it without you at this point.
Oh, well, screw you then.
Well, you fucked off first. I don't want to hear it.
Quickly, Matthew, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing grand. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Was just
I got this gift for Christmas. It's this Nuka-Cola victory thing, like a Fallout themed
oh nice.
stuff. And
Nice.
the reason it's piss orange is because it's secretly iron brew, particular color.
Nice.
And this was before they had the change, like the reduced sugar thing.
Oh,
Do you
right.
remember that?
I like haven't drank carbonated drinks in like 5-6 years, so
Oh,
no,
I mean
but-
that's a smart decision, and I don't generally either, to be honest. But it was a gift, and I was using it as a lamp for about 2 months because you put an LED lamp underneath it and it glows.
yeah. that's
And
pretty
I was
cool.
like, I'm gonna drink this, like what can go wrong? And I'm drinking it now, and it's like decarbonated and gross and no sugar.
I like, oh, this is what can go wrong.
This is exactly what can go wrong. But
we have a
I'm-
Portuguese drink, which is Pleno, which is basically
Ooh.
just tea. Like cold tea.
Well, like
but-
iced tea or
Oh,
cold?
like
No,
iced tea.
It's not iced tea. It's got no sugar. It's fully natural. It's water and then just
Oh, that's interesting.
lemon and just.
I wish we had. I wish we had one of those, like some of that in here. They have it in Germany, and when my girlfriend came here, like because our iced tea literally has all the sugar and sweeteners and shit, and like she
Just
came
drink
here
iced
and
tea
was
light.
like,
You can drink iced tea light, which is just water and tea extract. It
We don't-
tastes
we
like
don't-
water, but
I don't think we have that here actually. We were looking for it, but we couldn't find any.
no one
make
buys
your
it
own.
because it tastes like acid. It actually
Nice.
tastes horrible. It's just water and it doesn't have any acidic like regulators or anything. So they only make it peach, by the way. There's only iced tea
Only
light with
peach.
peach because anything else is too acidic.
Well, that's just peachy.
Wow, that's-
Sorry. Oh
So-
shit! Did you guys? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
It's gonna be pretty long.
Ah,
No, no.
well,
we're
I
on
was just
break
going to
right
talk
now.
a bit about the campaign that I started, but you go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not. It's kind of important because did you guys hear about the new saint that's been the person being raised to sainthood?
No.
Really? Oh well,
No.
it's apparently it was like it's kind of like a similar story to Mother Teresa. So there's this lass named Maria, right? And she spent all her life did a vow of poverty. She's helping the sick, helping the poor, sleeps on hard floors, right? And in recognition of that, of her Catholicism as well. She went to the Vatican City and she's elevated to sainthood, right? It's
Cool.
freaking amazing because like you see some photos of like people of different cultures next to her taking like selfies and shit, which is kind of weird. And one thing she does.
sainty.
I mean, it is it is a sainty. And one weird thing she does, she just always eats roots as well. Like she eats nothing but roots, which I don't know. It's like veganism to the max, I guess. And
She doesn't
She-
eat anything that casts a shadow. Yes.
I mean, I mean, sort of like that, but also like
I'm sad that no one got the Simpson reference.
I get that reference. I'm just plowing on.
Go ahead, keep plowing.
Okay.
And yeah, she made friends when she was growing up. She made friends with a now socialite. It was this old, decrepit old man. But she went and visited him and did an interview at his place. And you know, he had a late night interview out in the balcony, and he asked her. No, she said to him, "Do you know why I eat fruits every day?" And do you guys know what her response was?
I'm afraid go on.
It's important to always know your roots.
Was this just a big fucking long too?
Yeah, I'm like, I cast doubt on everything you've just said.
Why do you like this, Matthew?
Why are you like this?
Because you made me like this, I couldn't resist. Your campaign, though, Trista.
Yeah, I recorded it. I might put it up on YouTube. Not
Oh,
a lot
shit,
of
yeah.
chuckle fuckery happened. The best thing that happened was the wizard. They were on an airship, right? And that's how like the campaign started. And they got attacked by some orcs, and the wizard kept wanting to use Thunderwave to knock them off, but there were always people nearby, like allies.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Oh.
And in the end, he was just like, after the like second time I tried to use it, it was like, no, I'm just using it. And I was like, you stood right next to the flight deck. He was like, yeah, I know, I'm just doing it. So he uses it, smashes the like glass to the flight deck, knocks the captain unconscious, almost
Oh my
knocks out the
God.
head engineer.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That was the worst thing that happened. But man, one of the guys is playing a dwarf artificer, and so he was getting very annoyed at the gnomes who'd made this airship that they didn't allow their ballistas to turn 360 degrees. And he was having an argument with this one gnome about like, why would you do this? And I'm like, out of character, I'm like, so that you don't shoot your own crewmen. Like, what? So that you're not stood off the edge of the airship when you're trying to fire it. But like, either way. And then they do that thing where it's like, I got reminded when Rick was like, someone was like, what's this guy's name? And Rick was like, But they were like, they have a habit of doing that, so I've just got random name generators up. But they get attached to them. They get attached to them when I name them.
Oh,
So
that's
like,
so...
oh,
okay,
you can
what's the name of this gnome? And I was like, he's called click 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 click. This guy. Oh, and now I can't have him get killed by a random guy shooting at him because they'll get upset.
I mean, you can.
I can. I should have rolled randomly. He might die soon, but
on my Saturday's game, there was a random NPC that wasn't even named. It was just one NPC on the expedition. It was a wizard. Everyone liked him so much because he kept casting Fireball that he's now an actual member of the party as an NPC. He's got tokens, got a name and a story. So everyone just loves David. It's David.
David the wizard.
nice.
Yeah, he was a wizard for the Kanasi army back in the days. And he likes redheads.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
why?
I just like the idea of
Explain this logically.
Yeah, explain this logically.
He's a soldier of the war, but he's like a wizard, so he's like not really the like rogue type guy or study. He knows how to cast Fireball, he knows some spells, but he's just like war oriented. Like we want to ask him, do you know any illusion magic? And he just presentations like a small fireball.
That's adorable. That's
A small
absolutely
fake
adorable.
fireball.
I can fireball.
I'm thinking for Dimmy's upcoming campaign, like I've been in debate, and I think I'm just gonna go with an arsehole rogue guy. I've decided over the course of this session, I'm gonna be a complete dick and have
I'm gonna-
like no mental stats at all. It's just gonna be I pick locks, I punch people, and that's about it.
Nice. Do you get, or do you
Same.
always get the woman? Oh, Rick, you missed it. You missed it.
You didn't miss anything, Rick.
Okay.
Oh,
Back.
oh
Well,
Orion.
I should probably,
Okay,
like,
Orion, you missed it. You missed the saint joke. The root
No, I
stick.
didn't because I have a wireless headphones, and
Oh,
even
you
though
son
I'm
of a
like
bitch.
away, like I just put it on mute and I just go do my thing. So
Nice.
besides you've already told me the joke before.
Have I?
Yeah, you
Oh,
told
shit,
it to
I
me
have.
last session.
What do you like this, Matthew?
I was just really proud of the joke. Okay, I was really proud of it. I made it
Wow.
myself, and I was really proud.
The problem with the joke is you keep saying the word root. So when the word root is in the punchline, it doesn't hit. You have
You
to
need
come
to
up
say-
with a different word for root.
No,
You need to say it once at the start of the joke, never mention it again, then bring it back. So it's else.
Yeah, but then that's weird. That doesn't make it believable. You know, that makes it a good joke. I don't want it to be a good joke. I want it to be a shit joke that
You're on
causes
your-
everyone to groan.
You're doing a good job then.
Your joke is literally like the knock knock joke with banana and orange.
What? Knock.
You don't know this joke?
No, knock. No.
No. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock.
Knock.
No, you say who's there.
Oh, who's there? Fuck.
Banana.
Banana who?
Matt, you
Knock,
seriously
knock.
never heard this one before?
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange. Oh.
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
You son of a bitch. That's fucking awful.
Wow.
How do you not know that joke?
I knew it as soon as you said orange. No, just before you said orange, I knew what was coming. You son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
It's like that's like a little kid joke.
That's the best.
At
Those are
least-
the best jokes.
At least it's not as bad as Up Dog.
What's up, dog?
Please tell me you already knew that.
You just walked right into it.
Okay, I want to say nothing, and I mean nothing is better than the Onion punchlines lately. They've been on fire.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
so
they're really good.
terribly depressing, though. But hilarious,
It
but
is.
also depressing.
I mean, this one's
My favorite-
Welcome to life.
My favorite
Right.
one is when they did a headline which is like, "We give up." Like we can't beat real.
this
news.
one's my favorite.
God damn it.
Oh my god, what happened last night?
So is everybody back? Maybe.
I have to. Wait, is everyone back?
Is Dimmy back?
No.
Well, Dimmy's just gone on a mute, so I'm guessing he's away in some function.
No, I thought it was
I'm
I
back.
thought it was unmuted. My bad.
Is Joel's back?
Yeah, I'm right here. I was just talking.
Damn it.
I want to know what the hell happens now.
Matthew, do you need to go somewhere?
No, I just gotta get some food because I was too busy talking with you guys. Just
God,
amazing.
Fucking run and get it now.
Go.
Do it.
That's fresh from the Onion. That's some fresh jokes.
So, I want to know what the fuck you did. I really do.
I want to know
You're
what
gonna
the fuck.
find
I know
out.
what I did, but I don't know what I did. If that makes sense.
Jokes on you. It's my plot point. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm expecting
Oh,
you're gonna put some
have you
kind
met
of
your plot
hidden
point yet, buddy?
subroutine into Nigel.
Maybe.
The hidden subroutine is
Jolts, have you got your plot point yet?
I'm still thinking about it, honestly. Like, it's kind of hard.
It
I
is hard.
did- I did set myself up for one, though, that I'm going to talk to Rick about. But I'm just going to have to play it by ear, I think. Rick, since we're on break anyway, I'll message you what I'm thinking.
Do it. Go for it, because I've got another plot point idea that actually works pretty well at this point in the campaign.
Does Toshly need more gems, by the way? I still have more.
Whatever you can give them, like you can just make them actually worth more than the base. You can turn them into more value.
All right, then I'm gonna give you all of them.
Also, quick thing, Rick. I sent you like my general
Wait a minute,
plans
you're not
for
gonna give them
Nigel
back to me.
going
What am I
forward.
thinking?
Shh.
I just wanted a general. Is that a thing that might work? And then I can work on how it would actually work.
All right, the mantle, yes. Gauthai is a bit strong.
Okay.
Can have a minor version of that.
Cool.
Okay,
What was the other
this is my-
thing? The shield?
Oh yeah, the shield's fine too.
Shield's fine. So just reduce the power of the Gauthais. Got you.
Yeah, I don't
Are
think you
you
realize
just...
just how strong a beholder's eyes are. So
I do like it was just.
actually, I
I
might
didn't know
delay
how much
the
to-
the Gauthai thing until you can actually craft them. Because those aren't actually a magic item right now. They're just parts.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. This is for back in Shan.
Oh, okay.
Are you just gonna attach
Because
loads of
everything's
things
gonna
to
take like time to work in, right? So I'm thinking we
Yeah.
get Nigel up and running now, and then once we're back in Shan and have downtime, we'll look into that stuff. It's just because I want to send Dimir like a thing of here's what he's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is it just going to be a Nigel 2.0?
By the way, if you
Yeah.
join the Discord, you can commission Demi and have him draw you something cool.
Or just come talk to us. We love you all
Don't
deeply.
come talk to us. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Because
I
because
barely
I-
speak.
I rule it with an iron fist.
He does, unlike 5EG.
I'm like that.
What-
Actually, I'm break for 5EG right now.
I don't blame you. I've looked at that thing twice and I'm like, nope,
It's very bad.
just open it right off the boat.
It's a
Nope.
very bad place.
Who would voluntarily like mod
Yeah.
that place to be H?
Yeah, who would? Stone.
Well,
Oh yeah, Rick, I sent you
my
what I was
spelling.
Do you have anything more specific than that?
more
Yeah.
specific. I can throw you what I was thinking. That was
Yeah.
just like the broad picture.
So you guys should probably open up them downtime rules if you got them.
Wait, are we
We're
doing
gonna-
downtime?
Very
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
we're doing.
soon, very soon.
Wait, downtime rules as in downtime rules that we've got on Fantasy Grounds, or
Yeah, I can. There.
E?
I mean, I'm gonna.
You should be able to just use the arrows to go forward for the downtime activities.
Whoa, why did it
Oh
close? for me?
no, it closed. It closed. Rick.
Oh,
Oh, someone-
why did it close? Can you click the arrow and go
No,
over?
I can't see an arrow.
No,
Oh,
no
okay.
arrows. I think we don't have. I don't know if we've loaded the Arcana module.
Well, it's not Arcana, it's in Xanathar's.
Uh,
Oh, I've just got Xanathar's. I'll
Yeah.
I have Xanathar's loaded.
look at it
Yeah.
physically.
I mean, technically, if it's just a week, I'd be busy helping.
Yeah.
Annika.
Yeah.
Annika,
so it's-
Annika, and
Could we
well,
reduce crafting time for two of us then?
you could,
Because
but
it's a
like
week's worth.
you're not
going to
be able to do much in like 2 or 3 days of downtime.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's a week, which would be 7 days. So as long as we've got like 3.5, that would be Nigel back, right?
Yeah. But then what
Which
are you
is
gonna do
fine,
with the
then.
3 days?
It
I
depends
mean,
how long we
technically,
end up staying.
I wanted to make that the other day, but the icing only takes 1 day. But I had no tool crafting materials for it.
All right.
So is everybody back? Who are we waiting on?
Yeah, no one.
We're waiting on Orion.
Everyone's back. I'm right here. Oh, my
He's here.
camera.
He's just not got his camera on.
Show us the goodies. Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
No one here uses weapons of any form, like a crossbow, right?
No,
Who
only a
would use
katana.
that?
No,
I
really,
use
no.
a dagger occasionally, but very rarely.
Only a katana, but they don't exist.
Well, they exist. He just doesn't have one for sale.
All
I
right.
get a
Well,
katana.
Rick, what do you think of that?
I can incorporate something like that. Yeah.
Wait, does that mean
Okay.
we'll have a plot points back?
Yes, but please don't
Literally
spend them until
everyone's
after
going.
this session because I'm dealing with enough as it is.
Everyone spend their plot point now.
okay.
I made my newest one very simple.
All right, we are back. So, Annika,
Yeah.
as you were falling behind Tranquility, kind of not saying anything, you feel something puts its hand on your mouth and pulls you back into a dark
I-
tent.
I do my best to make noise and struggle.
Whatever it is does a good job of making sure that you don't make a sound.
Awesome.
But as you say, like, be quiet, shh, don't, and then he like turns you around, and you're face to face with a very not Annika-like goblin. He's got brownish skin, pretty big ears, like a big hook nose. He's got like a widow's peak that's like up to here. Oh, don't you recognize him from the party of Zarian Rock. Shh, don't. It's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to talk to you. I couldn't get you away from them.
I don't think it is fine.
Oh, it's fine. And he pulls down his shirt, and on his chest is a particular tattoo that is very familiar to you, a blast from your past. A symbol of Zoraku. I'm Dendis.
Oh shit.
We met before. Must have been 10 years. You're Shazgar's kid, right? The last kid before, well, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't remember your name, but I could tell that face anywhere. You look like your
Yeah.
mother. She was pretty beautiful, actually. Your father was one lucky son of a bitch. What has brought you of the? I'd heard that you had left the place. Well,
Yeah,
like
no.
Zarian Rock was talking about fate, you know.
Fit, yeah. Hold on, wait. So, Annika just freaks out a moment. Yeah, no, I'm not with them anymore. That's in the past. Should we really be doing this? I mean, if you're with Zarian Rak now, that's conflict of
no.
interest.
I wanted to talk to you about something, not just talk about the past. As good as past as it is. You see, I'm with Iraq, but I'm actually here on behalf of the family. Zarian Iraq had some deals in Sharn through our family, you know. Well, the family.
Of course he did.
He's well, he's getting too big for his britches. He's starting to be a bit hard to work with. You know,
Really, I couldn't imagine someone like him.
Oh yeah. He's got the big delusions of grandeur. Wants to get that scepter and go back and take over Droam and the Shadow Marches. Damned if that ever happens, though, right? But just in case, I could put a good word in for your back home if you could help me out with this and murder him.
I'm sure we can work something out. I mean, we will need a bit of information, of course.
Not much to know. You just get to go in and kill the bastard.
How loyal are the rest of his followers, though?
Oh, they're
What are
pretty
the chances
loyal.
of it drawn out?
Oh,
very?
they'll fight. They'll fight to their deaths. Well, the orcs will. The ogres will. You know, we goblin kind. We smart. We know when to run away. You know. We also know when to cooperate with people from our past.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any times when he's not surrounded by cronies? Any times when he's either on his own or less guarded?
Oh, he's secretly a coward. He always has at least his two ogres, cousins he calls them, nearby.
All right. Set up with a camp. What's going on there? Any way we could get the drop on him? Does he stay in the center of it?
But it ain't guarded. But he's got guards around all hours of the day. I think his numbers are about 40-ish? At least that was the count after we got off the boat.
But if we can take him out, that should.
Well, everyone will be pissed. I'll be mysteriously absent, of course.
We can work on this.
You seem to have some pretty strong friends among you who've gone through all the way through Zendrick to here.
Oh,
I'm sure taking
him
out
I'm not
this...
worried about.
Oh yeah. Oh, you've really grown up a lot, haven't you? Don't get too full of yourself, though.
It's no, that's the issue that I'm seeing, right? Is that it's not just him; it's all the people around him. If we could either get him off somewhere on his own, make a bit of a distraction so that he wouldn't be as guarded, or somehow convince at least some of the people who he's with to not be fighting with him.
Man, if you had... Oh, you've got Shazgur's mind, too. A smart one you are. You really should have stayed with the family. You could be doing much greater things than talking with some old fogey like me in the middle of the desert.
Let's not go into greater things, yeah? I've had that conversation.
When you do this, I could get you back in on the ground floor. Take out one of the larger enemies of the family. You know, the current head of the family, I believe your uncle is still pretty pissed that you left.
I imagine.
Oh, no, see, I'm under orders to actually kill you, you see. But, I need no matter of that. We're family. Blood is thicker than some feud, you know?
Yeah,
Of this, you could
right.
come back, we could get you in and talk with your uncle. Sure, he could set you up with something.
We'll keep that in the cards for now, yeah? Thing I want to know, how long until he and you head out again? How long until you're gone?
He wants to head out right away, probably tomorrow morning immediately. I'll be in the party, but I'll be sure that we don't do that great of a job of covering our tracks. If you agree to this, of course.
Got you.
You seem pretty interested.
I'm interested. I want that bastard gone. I'm just seeing the bigger picture, right? I mean, 40 guys. We've got not that many. How many do you reckon you can persuade to stay conspicuously absent from the fight?
If I find a way to communicate, I could lead them off a bit. That would at least delay them, split the forces.
Yeah, that's what we want, so long as he's not with the majority. Fuck, we've got like 2 individual sending stones. We don't have a full set, do we?
No, I don't believe you do.
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. When are you setting off? Like dawn tomorrow, early?
Oh yeah, I'm heading back to the camp right after this. And
Right.
you hear Tranquility's voice outside. Annika? Jimmy, you want to do the voice? I can't do Tranquility's voice.
Annika?
Okay, yeah, that's me. Right. Yes, we'll do this. We will see you on the road. If you can get people to disappear for whatever reason, that would be good. If you can stay back, if you can, throw your shots, whatever, we can take him out fairly quick. The only issue that we have is once he's gone, we need as many of his allies as possible to stand down.
I'll see what I can do. Well, I think I should be going before your friend gets here and starts asking questions. It was good to meet you. It was good to meet you.
What's your name?
Daughter of Shazgur. Did I not give him a name? Why the fuck did I... Oh, Dendis. Dendis Tharaku.
This. I remember you.
Yeah.
And I'll see you back in Shan, hopefully.
We'll meet sooner than that. And he slips out the back of the tent. And just as Tranquility opens the flap and looks at you, just this small, like, it's like a storage tent. There's like a few crates there.
I found you. What happened?
There was a development let's have a look at this camp, right?
Right. You're not going to disappear on me again, are you?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Why don't you go in front? Just so I can keep it there.
Yeah, just make sure we're hidden.
No problem. So, stealthing on up to the camp now.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll stealth check.
Stealth check plus 10.
Skills.
I
38. That's pretty good.
fuck.
That's still a. How do you have plus? Oh, okay. That's
Because I
another
did
thing.
plus 10 earlier.
All right. I was like, how do you have a plus 16? You're only level 8. What the heck?
Shit.
So you let follow. Actually, by the time you get to there, you can see Dendis marching back across, putting up a hood as the winds of the desert night start to breeze by you. You follow in his footsteps. About an hour and a half away, you see his small camp. It's probably like 6 fairly large tents, with a definite patrol around the area. It's built up on a sand dune so that they have a good area to see. But going in as the moons are lighting the desert floor and the sun has set, by the time you get there, you're pretty well hidden. So yeah, you get there and like you're about 100 feet out. You can see that there are at least 6 people on duty, like an orc, 3 hobgoblins, and 2 regular goblins, maybe more on the other side of camp. But this place is fairly well guarded.
Is there like lighting about the camp?
Yeah. Well, on the outside, no. They seem to be depending on the light of the moons and their own dark vision. Inside, there is you can see a camp roaring between the tents,
Okay.
and you can actually see figures sitting around it.
Yeah. So whispering to tranquility, sort of say, if we can just do a quick circuit of this, I've got my eagle eyes, right? I can get a decent view of it from back here. All we need to know is roughly how many we've got, what the forces look like strength-wise. Got a plan.
Okay, well, if you want, I can try to get in closer and just...
Nah, don't arouse any suspicion. We don't want any high alerts going out.
No, I meant like shadow.
Shadow but bad.
I can teleport.
Let's see what we can see from back here first, yeah?
All right.
okay.
So I guess we do a wide circle of the camp, because I've got my eyes of the eagle, so I can see anywhere that there's light from where we are.
Right. The whole area is dimly lit. The moons are bright enough that, and no night on Eberron is truly completely dark.
Right.
Yeah, you basically always have at least one full moon up and about. So yeah, looking around, you can see that there are actually 7 people on guard. There's an ogre near the back, but you can also see a larger figure. You can see Zarian Hrak sitting there in his cloak with his blue skin. His hood is pulled back. You can see his red eyes glowing in the firelight. But he's also with a much larger figure, probably like 20 to 21 feet tall, a giant proper. And you hear him laugh like, oh yes, that, I'm sure we can work something out.
Do I recognize this giant?
You do.
Oh no. What do you see?
It's that fucking fire giant. I've forgotten his name. Shut up. Ergrest.
Shit. This is gonna be much tougher. What do we do?
I think we don't take any risks for now.
No.
Look, we've got an option. We've got a plan. We've got a way to fix this. We need to go back. We need to speak with the others early as possible. We need to be ready to go.
Alright. Well, we don't know when they're leaving.
No, they're leaving tomorrow. trust me, I'll explain when we get back. It's not the best place to discuss things here.
Good call. All right, let's by the way, anyone who I think is close, I'm prepared to cast a spell on them just in case.
No, you're still
but-
100. You're still 100 feet out. So
Right. It's just if anyone looks like they're coming too close, I'm prepared to cast Hex and disadvantage on all perception checks. If they're really close on, I'm thinking Mel-Aqat. Okay, so
Let's
I guess
just
we
get
need.
back then, yeah?
I guess we need to go. Just,
all right, I head back. It's another
Um,
about almost 90 minutes to get back.
as we're
the
going back, I
the
will cover
cold
up our
really
tracks.
starts. The cold really starts to set in. I think Pass Without Trace does that already.
Well, it only lasts for an hour, so.
Oh, that's true.
I
That's
could-
true.
Well, I mean, if I'm going to take a long
Well,
rest,
if you
cast it. I can cast it twice or 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, you probably
If we're
want
gonna
to
take
because I believe it makes sure that you don't leave any tracks behind.
Yeah, I'll cast it 3 times if we're going to take a long rest anyway.
Okay. So yeah, you return back without any trouble. Going through the main gates, people they have some guards keeping watch, but otherwise the tent city is quite quiet.
So,
So once we're like back and in the tent proper, Annika's going to turn tranquilly.
As you get to the tavern, you see Dala actually come around the corner.
Oh.
She's adjusting herself as she walks into the tent. Like, you go somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, did you?
Oh, I had to use the bathroom. They're really nothing like the ones in Sharn. The ones in
Every
Sharn.
You've been going in the
ones
jungle for like the past 2 months.
Well, this is a Morgrave University camp. You'd think they would have some amenities. The ones in Sharn basically clean themselves. And you.
Can I cast doubt on this?
No, they do. They're just...
No,
they're
no, not on
toilets.
that. On the fact that I just want to make sure, like, is she being? Does she seem to be like covering something up at all, or is she just
Roll an insight
surprised
check.
to see us? Something I'm surprisingly not all that skilled in.
Do you want? Can I also attempt?
I don't know. Let's This is just Dala coming back. She seems to have a problem with her bladder because she has to go to the bathroom at night, like often.
Every time we see her,
Yeah.
I don't say anything.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about time to rest my head down.
Yeah.
Who am I staying with? I'm
Well,
staying with that
Annika.
that dark elf figure.
I thought you were saying. With,
Yeah, me too.
All right, makes me
The
feel
the
a bit
lady's
safer. I
sick.
don't know how to feel about her. She's got this odd aura to her,
Yeah.
Might
There's
just be that
something going
she-
on. Don't worry, we're on it.
Might just be that she's been trapped underground for who knows how long. Hard to get
Yeah,
a
let's go with
conversation
that.
with her.
Yeah.
We'll go with that for now. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes in and finds her bedroll and tucks in.
Who's still awake out of the party?
Tosley is working.
Ebenir is like going over the notes from his training session with Dala.
Creep was reading
no.
herbology, but is currently like helping Aldrin, who just went back to sleep.
And
Tosley's
Aldrin is
playing-
snoring so loud that Ebenir is outside. Like,
Okay, Dimmy, you can't just punch everyone to see if they're a Rakshasa.
I will try, Rick. I
mean,
will
you
try.
Tosley is making the thing. The gem.
Anything?
Okay. Well, I guess Annika's going to gather up everyone except for Aldrin, who is currently out of it.
So go to wake up Walter and realize he's still out. Okay.
Yeah.
what's going on?
Okay. You're going to have to put some trust in me for this. It's going to
Yeah.
sound a bit weird. I had a run-in with someone today who I used to know, kind of.
Somebody that you used to know.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Now
ran,
and then I think of when we were together.
you ran into someone you used to know here? In the middle of the
Yeah.
desert? This time of year?
Yeah, localized entirely in your kitchen. Yeah.
I hate you so
Right.
much.
Memes aside.
Oh,
Oh,
did you enjoy Snow the World? Is that worth a pat?
Right. Right. They're with Zari and
steamed
Rax
hams.
group.
Is that it's a Brelish. It's a Brelish dialect.
Oh god, awful.
Okay, please continue before we
Yeah.
get detracted by memes.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep.
Yeah, they're with Zari and Rax group.
Okay.
So there's turns out he's got some contacts back in Shah and Zari and Rack. Only things aren't going too well with them. He's getting a bit big for his boots, basically, which is surprising because he's already pretty big. Point is, they want him gone, and we've got a unique offer to help make that a reality.
What's the offer?
The offer is, we know that he's heading out tomorrow. We've got assurances that should we be able to take him out quick enough, at least some of the people who are following him will back off, not engage, and hopefully, if we can intimidate the rest into stopping this conflict, we take out him, we win. Maybe. We'll have to take out a couple of ogres, things like that.
It sounds like a lot of maybes and risks.
I had
Are there
another
any
plan.
assurances?
I had another plan, but probably a bad one.
I mean, the problem is he's leaving tomorrow. He's heading
Okay.
out into the
Tomorrow?
desert, and yeah, as in dawn, morning.
Admittedly, if we ambush him by tomorrow morning, we could end our whole fear of him getting to the Thry
Annika,
King
how
first.
easy was it? How easy was it to check up on this camp?
The camp, it's fine. There's like 7 people guarding it, and they're not even actually paying attention to what's going on in the
Okay.
distance, especially with Tranquility's magic.
I understand my idea, so tell me to shut up if it's that dumb. I'll maybe plan something on this camp. I don't know if the only decant of endless water would just happen to show up on that camp. Not
They're going to
sure
be
if
gone
I'll-
first thing tomorrow, though. They'd have to discover. We'd have to get the decanter, make sure it was gone, get it into their camp, and then alert the authorities before they left.
Yeah, we're gonna use it and go. It's gone. Where is it? Like.
No. I was.
Well,
under
that's
the
a-
impression
that's a
they
bad
lock it
idea.
up at night. That we can't even get access to it right
That's the issue that I'm seeing.
I mean,
Right.
we can't know with that attitude.
Okay,
Okay,
so
let's-
good news and bad news time.
Bad.
Good news is we've got an opportunity. They're not going to cover their tracks when they leave. We'll be able to track them, get the advantage on them, get the drop on them, get the first hit in. I mean, I've seen us. We can take out pretty much anyone fairly quickly.
now.
Single
Okay.
target.
I could try.
Problem is,
All right.
they've got Urgrest with them.
Right.
Oh
Oh.
God! Spider sovereigns. Ah.
I didn't hear exactly what they were saying, but it sounded
made
like
a
they were making
deal.
some sort of deal.
The if anything, I could try to hinder their men, but last time that didn't go so well.
I mean, Everest isn't really the most loyal person. Just
Who?
tell him.
Who?
Urgrist.
Oh, Urgrest. I thought you said Edrus.
Yeah,
I thought he said two.
He did.
I mean, yeah. No, Everest isn't exactly the most loyal person. Just maybe.
Yeah, but we have past
just
dealings.
saying. Just
I-
try it out in the middle of
I-
battle. Just go.
I'm-
We'll pay you double. Just see what happens.
I
Just see
might
if nothing
be
gets
able
away.
to waylay Urgrest. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
He-
Do you remember when we were attacked and I tried to go for the axe beak, and then I basically acted like an idiot for a bit of time?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
was
no,
busy being attacked by Thrycreen at that point, but I heard about it. Go on.
Okay. Well,
It was
I've
hilarious.
worked out that was actually a backfire. It's a spell that I've sort of been working on that I think I think I've got the hang of it, and I think it might help. It doesn't really hurt them as much as it confuses the shit out of people, and it's especially strong with those who maybe don't have good common sense.
It'll work wonders for these guys then.
Yes, so maybe I can target Urgress and get him out of the fight a bit. And
Right.
you can, all the rest, take down Zari and Rach.
Right, we
And
kill,
I,
we kill
as I
him.
do that, a big spit wad comes out of my mouth.
Ugh.
And I like watch it as it falls and step to the side. It's like, dude,
You have to spit to pronounce the name correctly. I don't know what else to do.
who gives
So
a shit about pronouncing it correctly. It's Zarian Rack.
no, it's not in Rach. And another Halugi comes
Again,
out.
god damn it, man.
Sorry, and
Right,
Rat.
alright, whatever. That is a possibility.
Yeah, right. No, good plan. Okay, here's what I think we do. Early rise tomorrow. We're gonna have to make sure Aldrin's okay. Creep, did he seem like, is he gonna be alright?
I think that he still needs to sweat out the cactus juice, but beyond that, I can't guarantee he'll be all there when he wakes up, but
We're gonna have
Will
to
he
get
be able to? Will he be able to fight?
maybe if he doesn't start chasing the Muffin Man.
Got you. Right. Okay. So plan is we see how Aldrin is tomorrow. If he's together enough to string a sentence that doesn't end in cactus juice, we bring him along. We also bring our lovely supposedly invincible drow friend. We leave everyone else.
No, we're going to need the cart. Because we've got to haul all that water.
No, but they're leaving like a couple of hours ahead of us. We can move faster than them. We can catch them up within
Yes,
half a day. We've got 2 days worth of water in our bags of holding, right?
No. We have enough. We have to fill up those things. They're not full of water yet. And even if we put them all full of water, they'll weigh so much they won't actually work in the
Okay.
bag of holding.
Okay. How about we bring Patiqui and a couple of his guys for the water, keep them back when the fighting starts.
Works. Yeah, that works for me.
We find them, we follow them until we can get a decent angle on them, anywhere where we've got the advantage, either height or, sun behind us, whatever. And then we just all in for Zarian. Just
Right.
pile in
And
as much stuff as we can, right? We can do enough damage to him that he shouldn't get to do much before we take him down. And once that happens, you confuse the rest of them. We pick off the ogres and the orcs, leave the goblins, they should deal with themselves.
Okay.
Right.
It works for me. Everything you said.
Yeah. I still want to know who your contact are.
Aldrin, Aldrin, leave Valerian and Ebenezer sees Aldrin like
Wait.
banging on the tent and just grabs Aldrin by his shoulders, turns him around and walks him back to his tent and just like shoves him back into the tent.
Okay, as you're doing now, Aldrin like jumps around, like jumps while you're holding him, and then tries to pick you up, and then tries to do the same to you. But I've got something very important to do. It's very important.
No,
Aldrin,
yes, it's called going to
It can
sleep.
wait. It can wait for 24 hours. Okay.
It
Go-
cannot
go
wait
to
for
sleep.
24 hours. It
Go-
cannot
What
wait
is
for
it then?
sleep. Look, I need to have a conversation. All right, just let me
Why?
have this.
No.
It's very important.
You can't even talk straight right now.
Look,
I
you
can
can
talk.
have the
I'm
conversation
very-
tomorrow.
I'm very no, I cannot. I can't have it tomorrow. We're going tomorrow.
Aldrin,
We'll be
just-
Heard
coming
of
back.
that?
we're gonna come back.
And she's coming with us.
Where?
Don't worry about it. We'll tell you in the morning. Right now, you need to focus on getting over your cactus juice.
I'll get over the cactus juice. It's fine. Just let me, please.
No. Go
Look,
into bed.
I will be ready for this morning. I promise you that. I
No, you
promise
won't if you don't go back to sleep right now.
I will go back to sleep.
Aldrin, every issue we've ever had is because
I will
you.
go
Every
back-
issue we. No. This isn't about you going back to sleep. Every issue we've ever had with you is because you haven't told us things. You haven't trusted us. You haven't said what you could have just said that would have made everything fine. How about you change that now? Tell us what you're going to talk about.
I want to talk to Avrolian because I don't know. There's something about everything that just feels wrong when I walk around her. I need to talk to her.
Well, you can do it in the morning when you're more clear-headed. It's not going to change the conversation much.
No,
It's gonna make
if
it
I'm
faster.
clear-headed, I won't talk to her. I know it. If I'm clear-headed, I'll still be the same, Ebony.
Toss is gonna produce the healing draft that's heavily scented of cactus juice and just go, hey Aldrin,
you fucking what?
just come here, back to your tent.
Oh,
Just
okay,
come here,
Toshley.
come here.
I suppose I could do it in the morning. It's fine.
And I just put Aldrin to sleep and feed him the healing draft that's heavily cactus juice flavored.
He sucks on it as he goes to sleep.
It's in a sippy cup.
I'm really sorry for derailing the session, guys. I apologize.
No, it's
All
great.
right.
Shut up. It's great.
Okay. Now that that's handled, shall we all go to bed? We all got to get up early. Frick,
Yeah,
we've got
get
to
some
get
rest.
to the endless decanter and fill up all those water skins.
We can use Petiqui's. I'll
No,
go
you want to
speak-
pay Takikwi how much money he's going to charge us?
We've got 14 days per person, right? We used, what, 3 of them?
Oh, good point. Except we don't need it. Okay, yeah, that works.
I'll pop to Petiqui's tent and then, like, try and, like, flap the flap a bit to get his attention.
Well, he's awake because Dry Cream can't sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, but, like, I don't want to just walk in and be like, I'm here.
Yeah. Do they have eyelids?
No? I want to say no.
Yeah, I say no.
I mean, bugs have eyelids, right?
No.
No?
Generally, no.
For the most part, no.
Oh, shit, never mind.
I like that tag team no, Rick. I feel like we've connected.
So yeah, you walk in and his eyes are dim but open, but one of his antennas start to twitch and he starts, clicks a bit. What do you want?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a quick trek out tomorrow. We're gonna need that decanter. Obviously, I'm not gonna ask you to part with it. Would you and a couple of you guys mind accompanying us? Stay away from anything that happens, of course, but come out with us, come back, make sure we don't get lost. Same as always.
We are ready to depart whenever you wish. We're still in your pay
Good.
after all.
Yeah, you won't need the axe beak and all of the supplies. It's literally going to be a day thing. Just bring enough people who you feel would be, you're confident with keeping with you. We're going to try and travel
I try to keep my employees with me at all times.
We'll leave some, just don't... Do you have to bring the axe beak? Because, it slows down.
You want the carts?
No, we don't need the cart. That's the whole point. It's going to be one day.
It's gonna be like a morning trip, really.
What do
Leave
you
one
need?
guy behind with the cart. We're going to leave Dala. Everyone else come up with us. Come back, yeah?
Roll a persuasion check.
Great this session.
All of my people will come along.
Gotcha. I'm sure Dala will be thrilled to... Wait, are you bringing the... Does that include the axe beak in the cart?
Of course.
Okay, damn it. You're going to have to keep up a bit of a pace then. We've got to catch some people up.
The axe beak is a strong animal.
Good. We'll let you know when we're about to set off. Make sure all you guys are ready early morning.
They will be.
Good talk. And I feel like leaves.
Yeah.
Flips the curtains of the tent behind her. And then I guess heads back to her tent with Dala and Verolian. Verolian?
Mm-hmm. She is currently meditating.
What's Dala doing?
Asleep?
Okay.
It's the middle of
I'm
the
gonna
night.
just gently prod at Verolian.
She opens her eyes. Yes. What is it?
Given that we've given you quite a bit of help recently, we're going to need you to give us another hand in a bit of a conflict coming up tomorrow.
A conflict with who or what?
Zarian Rak, that ogre we saw today, the blue one.
Have some sort of grudge against him?
Yeah, personal, professional, familial. It's long running. He needs to go, is basically the thing.
I will accompany you then.
Thank you. Glad to have you with us. Also, Aldrin might want to ask you something. I would maybe fob him off until the afternoon, yeah?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, go back to your whatever you're doing.
She closes her eyes again and once again begins meditating. Legs
And
crossed on the ground, her
sit.
hands in her lap.
I'll, set my stuff down in the corner and get some sleep.
All right. So you guys are not doing downtime. You guys are going after Zarian Rock first.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
What did you expect, Rick?
I don't know.
This was his plot point.
Can-
We wanted to do it, but
What'd you
he's
say,
leaving
Stone?
tomorrow.
This is important.
We can do downtime after we've killed it.
Snow, what are you
Can
doing?
we-
What are you saying?
No, I sent you a message.
Oh no.
No,
Oh
no,
no.
no.
Oh no, Stone! I can't believe
It's
we're all
nothing. It's
dead.
nothing. Nothing.
We're not allowed to spend plot points this session, Stone.
Can I wake up?
No.
Can I wake up early, Rick?
Roll a
I was
Constitution save as
I
cactus
was
stewed.
I was busy. Or muted rather. Wow. Oh, wow, this is lost my
You
ability
okay,
to
Rick?
speak. I don't know. I think I'm having a stroke or something. Anyway,
Please.
why do you want to wake up early?
So I can go talk to Veronian, of course.
Okay.
And it makes sense since I went to bed earlier than everyone else, right?
All right. Yeah, you wake up a bit early, with the sun still just barely lighting the tents.
So I wake up early, give Demaya a little pat, and I place it just above the head of Ebonir, just so I can
she's-
give him a cool.
Sorry, give who a pat?
I give Demaya a pat.
Oh, okay.
But I place the sword above Ebonir's head, just above his headboard, so he's nice and cool as he sleeps. And then go out, go to Verodian's tent. And then
She
knock a
is
bit.
not there.
Oh shit! Any tracks?
Tracks inside?
Or tracks from the inside going outside?
Not really that you can tell. It's a cloth floor. It's hard to leave tracks in it.
So she's not inside.
No, she's not inside.
Okay. So Aldrin, in his single-mindedness, is just going to start wandering about, looking around, and that's it. That's his morning, Rick. That's
Okay.
done.
We'll get to that. What else is there? Everybody else wakes up a little bit later. What do you guys do?
I guess we're
So-
prepping to go.
I guess, yeah, we're getting ready. Did you give us a long rest?
No,
I kind of need it.
fine.
Thanks.
Fuck.
All right.
So we wake up and Verolian's gone and Aldrin's gone.
Dala's already up by the time you wake up because you had a late night.
Yeah.
She's dressed, getting ready, out eating some desert stew out in the main area.
Oh, some of that desert stew.
Yeah, desert stew. You're not really sure what's in it, and you kind of don't want to know.
Desert.
Yeah, it's just ice cream. It's a dessert stew. Ice cream with chunks of
Them
cake in it.
S's.
Anyway, so yeah, as you guys are getting ready, Aldrin, you eventually find her as the sun is coming up. She is on the south end of the campsite, actually outside it. She has on top of the building in Mel-Aqat proper, a small one, maybe like It's not more than like 20 by 20 in a single story, but she is standing on top of the building and looking at the sunrise as the sun peaks over the western sand dunes. No, eastern sand dunes.
Can I walk up to her? Gently, but not like stealthily. And if
Okay.
she looks at me, I wave and say hi.
Yeah, she doesn't even look at you.
I stand next to her then and look at where she's looking, I suppose.
She's just looking at the sunrise.
It's a mighty beautiful morning, isn't it?
It is.
You know, I always think there's something profound about the morning sun, as if it's a promise. Like a promise that today is going to be a great day, and that you will see the sun go down.
I'm sorry if my many years in captivity don't make me the most hospitable person, but do you have a point?
Well, no, I don't think any conversation really has a point, but I wanted to ask something.
And that is the point of the conversation.
Is it?
Go,
My brain
just
is
ask me the
fuzzy.
question.
Are you okay? I've been feeling there's something off when talking to you and being around you, frankly.
I don't think you
And
realize
all the
how
stuff,
long I
and-
was trapped in that place.
Yes, I know. I know captivity. I understand captivity. Especially in a timeless place like that. Trust me. But even with that in mind, there's something else. And you know our conversation we had on the minecart. I just want to know if you've been thinking about that at all.
Been thinking about a lot of things.
Like what? Would you like to share?
You know, when we were in there, and I said I didn't know how long I had been trapped. Oh, God damn it! 1 sec.
Hello, it's me, Bob, from down the road.
Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying.
When you don't realize how when you
Well,
said
I said
I didn't know how
I didn't know
long
how long I was trapped in there. I lied. I counted every day. I have a pretty great sense of timekeeping. It's 536 years. I don't know
What?
how I'm still sane. Give or take a few months, of course.
Mhm. Every day you counted.
You end up rounding off once enough time has passed. You know, my kind, we are quite long-lived. We usually don't care that much about the years passing by. We usually measure things in decades, or centuries if we live old enough, but...
You said you went there adventuring.
I was
What?
leading a group of adventurers. We were looking for things in that long-forgotten cavern.
And
Protecting them from the Volkori. Protecting them from the beast of the jungle.
what happened?
I told you, the place caved in after I ended up activating a strange trap and getting locked in there.
Still, doesn't make sense. Why was that place active 500 years ago? And if so,
The fiends of
how-
old build to last, immortal as they are.
how do you know that?
When you have gone on as many trips as I have, you pick up a few things.
But what about the other creature? The succubus? Was she there when you went there?
She taken on another form and then stole my form when I had gotten in there.
But how did she get in that situation as well? She looked helpless.
I understand that they built to last. I don't understand the machinations of those fiends.
I don't know. I think fiends is a harsh word.
It's a technical term,
What?
and it's correct.
I mean, I know it is correct, but the connotations nowadays are somewhat skewed.
Hmm.
I always, my friends and I, we were called fiends when we took part in the war, and people's eyes, they watched you. Sometimes I catch Ebenez's eyes doing the same thing, just squinting so slightly, as if trying to make out any humanity left in you. I wonder if you'll call me a fiend sometime. Anyway,
People would
I didn't
call
mean.
someone who does so simply as taking part in a war between peoples doesn't know the inhumanity of the Rakshasa.
Can you tell me the inhumanity of the Rakshasa?
Only from what I've heard. They live forever
did
and
you
see
hear?
mortal lives as minor. Have no consideration for the long passage of the short passage of time for which they're alive. Would just as easy crush you or I beneath their clawed feet, as talk to us.
Considering you.
And it's so funny that they manipulate. Even back then, I had heard rumors from your continent, Corvair, of what the fiends there have done. The world has a long history of dealing with such creatures. From its very
does.
birth.
I wish that
Well,
was not the case, though.
What is the point of this? You should really get going if you really want to go after that Zarian Rock.
We're going after Zarian Rock?
No, you don't
Nobody
remember?
told me this! Nobody told me this, I was asleep.
Well, they plan to, and the green one asked me to go with you, so I agreed, obviously.
No, for someone who's been locked up for 500 years, you do still seem like you've not lost a step. I don't know. Again, I still would fight alongside you. It's just there's just something in my mind just ticking in this uneven way anytime I'm around you. It feels I feel uneasy. And I know that is my fault and not yours. I just
What are you, racist,
hope
Drell?
that
Got a problem with Drell? Feel uneasy around me. What are you doing?
is that what she says?
No.
Okay. It's just if you want to travel with us, I understand why, and we appreciate it, frankly, not just for your adeptness in the martial arts, but your company. But with that comes a price of being open about anything, really, past feelings, secrets, even how you find the weather in the morning and the setting sun. It's like a weird family, a messed up family, but a family nonetheless. But that, of course, you don't have to worry about unless you want to travel with us. I don't know how you feel about that.
I have a debt to repay to you lot for freeing me.
No. It's not a
And
debt.
you could have just as easily killed me.
Well, take it from this. The debt is absolved. It has been for a while. If you wish to stay with us, that is of your own volition from now on. And while we do greatly appreciate your company, we will not hold you against your will.
Well, I already agreed to the Green One's request to come with you. Not like I have anything better to do.
You don't have anything better than to come and kill some criminal lords and their minions. Isn't that a lovely thing to do on a day like this?
I suppose. Should really get out of this. Go get prepared.
Yes, I'll leave first.
I'll join you shortly.
His morning breakfast. And I'll take out some endless rations. I'll see you shortly.
She goes back to looking at as the sun has fully come up at this point. And the winds begin to blow as the cooled desert sand begins to heat up. So everyone else seems to be having some chuckle fuckery there in the chat.
Maybe.
Chocolate Factory is the best.
I wish
can
I could be a part of said.
Can I roll and kind of check on Ebony's necklace?
God, what necklace is he wearing?
I'm not wearing it, but I pulled it out. It's the
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the cursed one. I forget which one it is, but it's the cursed
Yeah,
one.
the
Ebony's
one that
amulet.
Yes.
The amulet.
Oh yeah, the amulet of Belashira.
Oh, the flesh amulet. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can roll an Arcana check. I can't guarantee you know anything about it though. God, it's a
fuck is
weird
this?
amulet.
It's fucking weird.
I mean, it's obviously magical. You see, but like that shit's cursed. Shit's cursed.
Shit's hella cursed.
That's hella cursed.
I don't know about stronger. You said
Kind of
next
reminds
to
you,
transmutation?
kind of reminds you a bit of another amulet you've seen. Although that one wasn't flesh at all.
Oh,
Maybe
the
it's just
one.
a similar shape.
Was it the one that you got in the mail?
Yes.
The. Oh. Huh. That is familiar.
Oh my god, that just gave me a hilariously bad idea.
Oh no.
I think I'm gonna.
Take
Oh.
action on it, Rick.
You'll see in the next few sessions.
Yeah.
Maybe the end of next one if we actually get to the downtime.
Oh yes.
All right.
Shall we head
Um,
out? Are we
yeah,
all
let's
set
head
up?
out.
Yes, let's go fucking kill Zaryan Rak. I mean, what?
Don't want
Where
to
did
cause
where
a
did
problem,
Aldrin
but we're
go?
missing Aldrin and we're missing Valerian.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, Ebony, you have the Maya above you or something?
Yeah, Ebenir like wakes up and doesn't realize the sword is there and like moves too quick and it like cuts his hair.
Oh my
It doesn't actually cut it. It freezes it into long
It freezes it.
into long strands.
Oh dear God!
Into
Oh
long
dear
like
God!
icicles.
What happened? What happened?
And they just kind of break off as you feel them.
And Ebenir now is like balding. He's got like a streak of my hair removed.
That's amazing.
I'm drawing this later. Don't mind me.
Ah!
You can actually hear Demaya give a little titter about it.
Who in the world would put the sword? Aldrin, I'm going to kill Aldrin. I'm going to murder him slowly and very painfully. And like Ebenir grabs the sword and like bursts out of the tent. Where is Aldrin? Where is he?
Yeah, good question. That's what I'm hoping for. Like Annika's just come out of her tent as well.
Oh, where is your hair though?
What?
Where's your hair? What?
And Ebenir like pats his head. It's like,
Shit, yeah, what happened?
I'm going to skin him alive. I'm going to skin him alive. You stupid, stupid sword.
Oh. Like I toss it, picks in the tent.
As
she's
you-
on the ground.
So as you're holding it, you really shouldn't call someone smarter than you stupid.
What? Did you just say that? Can I
course.
I didn't
just
say shit.
Torchly, did you just
Much
speak?
smarter than you, apparently.
What? Do I realize it's coming from the sword?
Yes. Demaya titters out loud once again.
Ebony, did you have some cactus juice?
Shh.
The sword's laughing at you.
The sword is talking to me. Even though I have the ring on. Like, how are you doing that?
Sorry, I didn't know you had the ring on.
The sword is now stronger.
Do we
than
want to
you.
rewind 5 minutes?
It's trying
No.
to talk to you.
No, it's let's just say I totally forgot to turn on the ring. Let's just go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. So is this how you communicate with
It's
Aldrin?
like do you want to make a Windows firewall exception? You just click yes
Yeah.
without even reading.
Yeah, exactly. So you're talking to Aldrin this way?
No other way I can communicate. You speak such simplistic languages.
Well, okay. Do you know where Aldrin went?
I think he went to speak to that Verolian woman.
Oh,
I use the term woman lightly.
what do you mean?
Oh, nothing, nothing.
Oh, she's full of mysteries. She
Hmm.
says the
It i-
sword's the
It
sword.
It is my nature, after all.
The sword says he went to go talk to Virillion.
Yeah, speaking of, she's not here either.
Demaya starts humming, loud enough for everyone to hear.
Oh,
Perhaps.
yeah, the innocent act. I've heard that before.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess the best we can do is just wait for them to return. Should we fill the water skins with water, or just get ready to go?
Yeah, go grab Patiqui and grab as many as we can. Chuck him in the car. He's bringing everything because fuck being fast, right?
Oh, great. Okay. All right. And then I will I will get Patiqui and help organize this, all while absent-mindedly holding the sword.
Okay.
Fuck, Jolts is still gone, isn't he? As is Dimmy. Great.
Yeah.
Toshley,
Yeah, that's me.
you got all your stuff ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay. We're gonna have to hold off working on Nigel for a little.
Oh, and you see him like having a bunch of paper of schematics in his right hand. Okay. Fine, that's fine. That's fine, yeah, okay.
We just got to get today over with, right? And then we've got all the time in the world. Well, no, but you know, we've got more time.
Just one thing, you said
back.
Nigel was a spider? Like
Yes.
Yeah, sort of spider, crab
okay,
kind of thing.
I'm just gonna run this by you real quick. What about have a spider? What if you didn't touch it? What if you just have it?
What if what?
Huh? Like, what if you didn't touch the ground? Like, we get a helmet, or like, what if you just slide, kinda? It doesn't even have to be a spider. What if you just make a skateboard?
What? A what board?
Just slide on it.
Amazing.
One of the things that I quite enjoyed about Nigel was his ability to climb walls and ceilings. You can't do that if you push off whatever you're trying to walk on.
What if he changes into a ladder of some sort? No,
Why don't
We'll get
we
back to it.
rebuild Nigel
Would
Okay.
to
you
my
guys?
specs?
Why don't you two help pack the cart, and instead of arguing about Nigel, come on, we've got to keep
I mean,
going.
if you put down the sword, you'd have two hands to do it with, so you'd get twice as much done.
What? Why am I still holding this? And then Evanir
I
goes back
don't
to
know.
like helping to pack, but is still holding the sword without even realizing.
At that moment, he realized that it is frozen to his hand.
I think he's losing it too.
I think
You've
pretty
all
much all
lost
of
it.
us have lost
Yeah.
it.
No.
Crazy.
Tranquility.
Yes.
Do you think you could track down Aldrin?
Give me a moment, and I'll just out of there and go see if I can't find him.
Am I walking back now, Rick?
Oh yeah, you're basically there.
Oh,
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
And I literally just appeared, found him.
That's so bad.
as Aldrin walks into the camp, Evanir turns around and like holds the sword up to him, like forward. And it's like, you cannot. Why would you do such a thing to me?
I didn't do anything. I like what you did with your hair, though.
I did not do this with my hair. Demaya did this with my hair. You put the sword above my
That's
head
very
and she
sharp.
froze
That's
my hair
very
off.
sharp. That's very sharp, Evanir.
You-
Please put it down.
I
Put
can't.
it aside.
It's frozen. It's
Ah.
frozen to my hand now.
Hang on. Give me your hand here. Give me your
At-
hand here.
At that very moment, Demaya just drops out of your grip.
But if I don't like this sword, she's not very nice. And then Evanir turns around and goes back to helping with helping
Now
pack.
you know how I feel.
Quick
And they-
consensus, guys. Dangerous quest. We bring in the dragons.
No.
They're children. We shouldn't have children fight.
I mean, they're
Demaya,
dragons, but
Dala,
Yes.
it's probably best if you stay here for this excursion. Would you mind watching the wormling?
Oh. Dragon babysitter's not something that I ever thought I'd be able to call myself, but yes, I can stay here and keep track of things.
Can we
Maybe,
ask
and
them?
maybe
teach
try
them some
teaching them a
common.
language. Yes. See if you can get them to understand some common. That would be nice.
Or maybe
Can we
I could-
ask them the
Maybe I
correct
could
way?
ask about. Maybe I could ask about Mel-Aqat a bit. I want to know what they've uncovered. After all,
Right.
All that, yeah, that works too. Where's Valerian? Verolian.
She
Valerian
said
is that film.
before that, can we ask the right vermlings, Rick,
No.
ask them what
if they want to fight or not?
they're currently still curled up in wherever they slept.
It was with Aldrin and Ebony, I believe.
Yeah, they're still curled up in there.
Oh.
They weren't
Okay.
even woken
Ne-
up by
never mind.
Ebonir's yelling.
Wow, that's okay. So yeah, Verodian said she's going to be on her way. She just have you seen the beautiful sunrise? It's quite profound.
Can
Hey,
we just
great.
get going?
Profound sunrise. We've got a schedule here. Okay, yeah, you went here. Aldrin.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes. What's
Zarian
this
Rock.
about? What's this about? Go killing Zarin Rock? Apparently.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
can
going
we
out
explain
today.
it on
We're
the
gonna.
way?
Well, we're waiting for Verolian anyway. We're gonna
Oh,
find
We'll
him. We're gonna
continue
be able to
packing up
follow
and
him.
do this. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna be able to follow him. We know where he's gonna be. We take him out, focus on him only, and then on the ogres and orcs. All right. Also, Urgrest is with them, so we're probably gonna have to kill him. It's gonna be
I
a
could-
fun day. You would have
you know-
known about this if you weren't high on fucking cactus juice last
I was
night.
not tired of
Great.
practice. I was sleeping. Thank you very much. Because unlike some people, I have a healthy sleep schedule.
Yeah, that's why you're up before dawn.
Exactly, like all people are.
LC people don't take drugs.
I don't take drugs either. Speaking
You
of
say that.
Urgrest, speaking of Urgrest, honestly, I think I could take him one-on-one, mano a mano.
Well,
Right,
then,
great. You
Rocky-
thought you could take a dragon earlier. I don't trust your judgment anymore.
Don't worry.
You don't
about-
trust my judgment?
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh.
Hold on.
Give me a
Why?
chance. And all right, can we make this argument later as we're journeying,
As
please?
we're going. Yes.
Chances are Zarian Rak has already gone on his way, and we've got to follow those tracks and catch up with him.
Don't
We should
worry.
Right,
have-
let's.
Wait, Tranquility should go into the shadows of the dunes and follow Zarian Rock ahead of us now, and we'll
No,
wait.
they're not
and
going to
the
cover
rest
the
of us-
tracks. We can find them. We just need to be faster than them.
All right.
Okay.
So we need to move incredibly fast.
yes,
Has
Well,
Valerian
where the
turned
fuck's
back up?
Verolian?
she said she'll be
yeah,
on her way.
she,
just
she
patience.
actually shows up as you're talking about tranquility. She walks back in. She's got her. She actually has a like a long vest on, like goes down a bit above her
Nice.
knees. Well,
Okay,
I guess that's sort of a jacket, really.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's
Uh,
like
It's got shorter sleeves. It looks really nice on her. She looks stylish. It's got
Looks-
polished,
yeah, swanky.
Yeah,
polished,
right.
polished
Everyone's here.
buttons.
Petiqui, get your cart moving. Let's get going. We're going to have to make time.
Yes,
All right, and
yes.
And everyone drink water. Don't be stingy about it.
He slaps the axe beak on the ass, and the party departs.
Okay,
And
Aldrin.
we're all drinking water, right?
Yeah, we're all. Well, we've got our water stuff filled up, right?
Yeah, so,
You did that.
yeah,
with
so the
Petiqui, so-
the canter of endless water is basically just set on top of a fountain and like continually pours
Nice.
down. And the fountain
Nice.
actually has like these wooden pipes and troughs, whatever, that takes it away from there and like goes to small gardens near the center of the tent city, so that no
That's
water
amazing.
is wasted. But anyone can use
Nice.
the fountain. It's like a deep basin. There's actually like when you get there, you can see a man is actually bathing on the far side of it.
Well, hang on.
um,
I thought we were filling from Petiqui's decanter.
No, let's
Considering
just
we've
use
got-
the fountain. Let's just use the fountain because
Well, no, because with Petiqui's we can fill up as we go.
yeah.
Anyway, you
but
guys
he-
depart,
yeah.
and that's where we're gonna have to wrap up
We
the
depart.
session.
Oh,
Aldrin.
Why?
Because we're 3 hours in, and like at least
Wait, can we?
at least half of us are there. Like,
Wait, we're all here, right? Are you guys ready to continue, or are we not?
I mean,
How do you
it's the
feel?
saying. The combat's probably gonna take fucking ages if we do
Yeah,
get
we-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, do we want to get up
I'm
to the
down
combat, or do we
Yeah.
want to end here and get to the combat next time?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it'd be cool to get up to the combat. What do you guys think?
I'm up or whatever. It's fine.
If
Fine.
this is the preferred endpoint, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think we could end here. I mean, I want to go.
I trust Rick when ending sessions. He knows.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to go for like 3-4 more hours, but not happening.
Oh, no.
If I didn't have to work tomorrow, so would I.
Right. Damn us!
So
Damn us for being grown!
we end here as the party departs, hot on the trails of Zarenhak, hoping to end the ogre mage's scum once and for all. But we'll see what happens.
We love you, stream.
Be
Yeah.
sure to tune
I
in
tolerate you.
next week, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, here on twitch.tv/thekittenhugs for Towers of Dreams, this wonderful campaign. Thanks to, God, what bunch of people showed up. Doifam, thanks to Zum the Dread for the follow. Thanks to Ravik was here earlier. Bunch of people in the chat. Electrical Skateboard, I see you. Don't think I don't. DMB.
Can we double thank Doifam just for being a legend?
Doifam, thank you for showing up to so many streams. You give me the power to keep going. But that's it for today. See ya.
See ya.
Goodbye.